joys of life and to console each other.
Hello. I am sorry, but I must interrupt this show. You know what it is? Hey, Ham Solo. It's time, baby. Low. It's time how we do. Hey. They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. 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 I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a wheel. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you on red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you red fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blizzard. Got you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said go.
Oh, greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 82nd episode of the Lowdown on TSWS Gaming. I'm Luke7, joining me, as always, and Mr. Ham Solo 05 with his Akira Toriyama tribute there with the Dragon Ball Z t-shirt. Very nice. Very nice. Ham, how you doing?
Not doing too bad. Played an uncomfortable amount of Starfield, and now I'm here. And it wasn't easy getting here.
I can tell. I see it. I
stayed up quite a bit last night, enjoying the new update. It is a vehicle. You can see it on the screen.
So is this how you got around the problem of no spaceships, not being able to fly the spaceship within the what was it? The planet's atmosphere? You fly the vehicle.
I tell you, it's like when you get on a low gravity planet, flying from one area to another is pretty nice in the vehicle.
Yeah,
it's kind of like your little ship outside of your ship, which is kind of cool. But sometimes it's like when it's super duper heavy out, right?
Yeah.
Or that's what the planet is.
Yeah.
Everything's super dense. You just fall like a rock. It's still nice to be able to have that thing to move forward fast and boost quickly because, dude, like it's a game changer compared to fucking jumping repeatedly everywhere you go. So like, just think about that for a second. Like how, like the way this looks, and sometimes it gets a little goofy on the thing, but imagine going that distance, that same distance, just having to jump in the game. You don't have to do that anymore. That's nice.
Not fun at all.
So no, you're right. Sometimes doing all that jumping, it kind of takes you out of the game, makes you not want to play it anymore.
Yeah, it's tedious, especially when you see the distance between your ship and where you want to go, and you're like, oh, come on. And there's nothing in between. There's nothing. Right. It's like, bro, come on.
So they finally fixed that, which is really nice. You can also see it on your mini map when you're like that like surface map that they have on Starfield.
Yeah.
You can see where your vehicle is on there, which is kind of nice too. And as I said, you can power your weapon further than where it is. You just have to go into your, like when you're actually leveling up, you have to level up lasers, you have to level up heavy weapons, and there was one other one. Let me just look it up real quick. I'm sure I can find it. What was the last one? Has to be here. It's gonna irritate me if I don't find it for you guys. I think this is what told me.
Rachie, welcome in, brother. It's a
Okay,
nice
yeah,
show.
yeah. It
It's a
says
nice show.
you can upgrade the Rev 8's turret by investing in lasers, heavy weapons, and demolition skills.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed that because I was just playing, and all of a sudden, like, the little things that you should pay attention to sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
like, the load screen will pop up and move Rachie's. Like, this is the
Yeah.
load screen right here, and then on the load screen it says you can upgrade your Rev 8, and I was like, oh shit! Like, I was reading the load. I was like, oh shit! I didn't realize you could do that until actually
But
like.
okay. So for me, that's a bit of a criticism on Starfield. For me, that's not something to be happy about. The fact that someone that's on level 101 had to read this to realize that he had to upgrade, that he could upgrade it.
Well, I didn't get it until I was level 101. Like, the update just came out.
Okay.
I was level 101 before the update.
Let's try and pretend that you didn't know. If you hadn't seen this Rev thing, do you think you would have figured it out?
If I would have looked it up, I'm sure, yeah.
No.
You?
Without looking it up, whatever. I'm talking about the way the system is built, the way the menus are built. Do you think it would have naturally guided you there?
I guess not, but I just don't know. I mean, you play the game, you use your eyes, you read, you find stuff out.
No, I say this because not every menu for every game is intuitive. There's many
Right, no, I
games
get
that you don't know what you can do. There's lots of stuff that you can do, but you never figure out that you could do it because the menus are not properly built. They're not built into the system or into the game. So you're kind of not forced, but guided to, like, let me use this Cyberpunk as an example. They don't force you to craft. I hate crafting, but the game guides you you actually get to the point where you know you can do it. You just choose not to do it. They give you all the tools and all the information without forcing you, obviously, to be aware of it. So that I was just curious about that. Like, the way Starfield is, for me, a lot of stuff with Starfield I had to look up, or I had to find out from other people and then look up, because intuitively it wasn't there in my face.
I think that's kind of okay. I mean, you're doing that with absolute love and care with Elden Ring, no problem.
No, yeah. And that's still a criticism, though. For me, it's still a negative. I was level 54, 52 before I learned how to collect gas from the source in Starfield. Oh. Okay, small spoilers, I guess, because I haven't finished Starfield. I've put in a couple 100 hours, but I still haven't finished. It is what it is. Starfield is a great looter shooter, for sure, no doubt. We were actually talking about it, like how terrified I am of eventually going back to Starfield. I don't think I'll be able to just hop on, play the main mission, and just keep it moving with Starfield. I will hop on and then just no life it the way I'm doing with Cyberpunk right now. I can't play anything else.
The
Only going to
vehicle,
play.
the vehicle drives like a warthog.
Is this the only design for vehicles?
As of right now, yeah, but the way they have it in the menu to get makes it seem like there could be more vehicles to come, because it's like, because what you do is you go to like when you get into the game and you have the update taken care of and everything, you'll go to the ship person, right? Like the ship technician that you talk to upgrade your ship or to fix your ship when you land into like a bigger city or something like that. So yeah, I mean, like you go to that person in the list that you immediately talk to him in, where it says like fix your ship for 1,000, yada yada. There's a little new button called get or buy a vehicle or something like that. And behind that folder or whatever, like once you select that, a screen comes up where you hit LB or RB to select your vehicle, but there's only one vehicle there. You see what I'm saying? So like it seems like there could be more vehicles to hit that LB RB button, because there's also a select color, and you make your own color of it before you purchase it, right?
Yeah, I'll just assume that there's going to be other designs. Like I want like a 6-wheeler, you know what I mean?
Maybe. I can only imagine what they'll do with it mod wise too.
Oh my god, like a bike. Can you imagine a bike, a quad bike, maybe a 2-wheel bike as well?
Yeah, there are
many options.
Was it my buddy Mike was talking, because he's more into Star Wars than I am, and I bet you are too than I am.
Yeah.
But like the ATs or the those like those walkers or AT. I forgot what they're called.
It's ATs.
Yeah, like being able to make that in the game is now possible for a modder.
Wow.
You know, right? Us figuring out how to have like races is now available. The only thing that Starfield's kind of missing mod wise, or like what could be added, obviously what would be cool is like a co-op. That would be cool, just to be able to play and run around and go from planet to planet together. That's the only thing that game's fucking missing, in my opinion. Other than that, I'm really in love with Starfield again. Like, I mean, I was already in love with it before, and I was really excited for the DLC, but like now it has me like ready just to, like, when I go to an area, I can actually look around and not feel like I don't want to jump around.
I don't want to run all the way there.
Right, exactly. Like you know how you see something like pop up on your like map, like when you pull up the that thing that scans animals and like font and like wildlife and stuff like that little menu thing that pops up.
Yes.
And you see something that's like 1,000 meters away, and you're like, nah. Now in the vehicle, especially if it's like a light, especially if it's a light, what is it called? A really light planet.
Yeah.
I could just
light gravity.
I could just pop my truck up and then just forward boost there and just
done.
Fly there, and I just covered 1,000 meters in like 20-30 seconds.
Essentially, you can turn it into a hovercraft, Ham. That's what you turn it into.
Kind of, yeah. On those really light gravity planets, for sure. On the heavy
that's
ones,
another option for vehicles. That's another option for vehicles, a hovercraft.
Oh, absolutely, right?
Yeah.
The thing that's nice about the heavy ones, though, is still like on the heavier planes, it sucked running and jumping on jump. Like you felt like the weakest fucking bunny, right? And now it's just nice to be able to, and now it's nice just to be able just to like I can just hold straight and actually get moving pretty quickly. And if I want to boost and actually pay attention, I can.
Yeah, it works better. Sorry to the chat. Retro came in here very early. Welcome in, Retro. Raichi, appreciate the comments. Mishi, what the hell, Mishi? What in the fresh hell was that? Drawn TJ, appreciate you. Tai, also, thank you for coming in and supporting us, guys. Make sure to smash the like button, share it out,
please.
Send it to everywhere you can find it. All right.
Please hit that like button.
Please.
A big deal for
please, y'all. Come on. Sub, Mishi, sub. Let's get into it, because we have a lot today. We have a lot to discuss. Oh, sorry. Wait. You talked about your games. I will be brief. So Tuesday, a little bit of house cleaning. Tuesday, I was supposed to do the Football Manager stream, but it wasn't possible because a lot of stuff's happening at work.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of an audit, and it's just been hectic. Like right now, I'm exhausted, but yeah, I found some time to take a nap before today's show. That's why I didn't do the Tuesday stream. As for what I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk, and even as a Football Manager lover, I'm only going to play Football Manager on Tuesdays for the stream. Otherwise, I would only play Cyberpunk. That's all. Tell you the game is so amazing, blah blah blah. All right. Let's get to the news. Actually, let's get to the two trailers. So it's going to be a bit of a mix here because we have trailers. We have two trailers outside of the news, but it was Gamescom day one yesterday, so there's going to be even more trailers there and reaction. So bit of a mixed bag. First off, we have Maycross shooting Insight launches December 6th in the West. So this is already out, but it's not in the there's no trailer. What? Oh my god. You know what? I'm not even going to look up the YouTube video. I don't care that much. And Gamescom has kind of spoiled it for us. All right, so one trailer today. Flint. Treasure of Oblivion launches October 24th. Tactical RPG Flint Treasure of Oblivion will launch for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC via Steam, Epic Game Store, and GOG on October 24th. Publisher Microids and developer Savage Level announced. So let's see the video. What? There's probably music in this thing.
I have shaken the seas, inspiring terror in some and admiration in others.
I hear some background music. Pirate game with turn-based mechanics. You ever played anything like it?
No.
It looks like the cutscenes are like, what was that game, the anime game that we liked? Scarlet Nexus. Instead of manga, it's like comics. I'm guessing your silence means you're not interested.
Nah.
I don't know. This looks interesting.
I'm sure it could be, but I'm not interested in it.
And it's turn-based, so I hope it's like turn-based without the grinding like in Persona. I don't like games that are turn-based and then you have to like replay the same characters or the same enemies 1,000 times. Yeah, I'm interested. Yodani, yes. Welcome in, Yodani Casada. Retro's not feeling it. And Nate, apparently I missed this game. I showed up at the right time. Yes, you did, Nate. Unfortunately, thanks to Gamescom, it looks like all the trailers went to Gamescom. There's no like proper good trailers besides this one, and I thought the other one was good, but yeah, this is pretty much it. So look forward to this one coming on all platforms essentially. I just don't like turn-based. I know you play turn-based. What's your problem with this one? You don't like this the pirate
It just looks boring.
Because it's pirates.
Looks boring.
All right.
I mean, I've seen a lot of games I'm interested lately, and this isn't one of them for me. And plus, my head isn't really into this right now. It ain't even my head's not really there. I don't care about this game.
And Nate likes grinding in Persona, clearly. All right. Good for you, bud. Good for you. You and Ham both enjoy grinding in Persona. Genshin on Xbox was the right announcement of the whole show. All right. We will get to the show. All right. So that's the trailer for Flint Treasure of Oblivion. It's going to all consoles October 24th. Look forward to it. I know I am, personally. Anyways, a little bit of house cleaning before we move on to Gamescom. Amethy, the Game Awards are coming. Sorry, the Game Awards are set for December 12th. Quick, what's your game of the year right now?
Right now? Oof.
Yes.
I don't have one.
It's a Saturday. Okay. You don't have a game of the year right now?
I don't.
I
For a
do.
little while, it was Persona Reload.
Three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the remake of Persona 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then and then I was just like, you know what? Like, this is a remake, and they did a phenomenal job on it, but like there's other games I'm more excited about, so I just don't want to give it to it. Right? So that's where I'm at with that game.
So what's number one though?
Helldivers was dope, but no. Stellar Blade was dope, but no. College football college football was dope, but no, they missed too many things after I've played that game. I've seen too many things I didn't like. But like I still love that game. It just can't be the game of the year. Let's see, Hellblade. That's a really good game, but I just feel like there's gonna be something more in my wheelhouse once it comes out. So I just don't want to give it to that either. And that's kind of where I'm at with a lot of these games, where I just don't want to give it the game of the year yet.
Damn.
Because I know that there's
nothing that has come out right now that you're like, okay, this at least deserves like a nomination. This is definitely, even if it doesn't win, deserves a nomination.
A game that kind of blew my mind.
Yeah.
There's two of them. Like Hellblade 2 kind of blew my mind.
Hellblade 2 cannot be game of the year. Come on.
Now you're gonna tell me what is and what
No, you said it. You're the one who said it. I'm just adding salt to it. You said it previously. You just said it.
But well, you're like, I'm telling you, I don't want to pick one, and you're like, oh, you got to pick one, and I'm like, hey, well, I guess, and then you're like, no.
If none of them, I guess that's also a response. Nothing so far is game of the year. BO6. What's BO6 mission?
Hellblade 2 did blow my mind in the sense of like some of like the graphical scenes and like the way the actual story was. I thought the story was really dope. Like if you actually paid attention and beat the game and you didn't like the story, then I'm sorry. But I really enjoyed that story, and like coming off of from the previous game, I thought it was pretty amazing.
So you're retracting your statement.
Been better in aspects, sure.
So you're
and
retracting
that's why I'm not definitively giving it the game of the year, right? Because like there's some aspects in it that could have been better, and that's why I'm thinking about a lot of these games. Another game, a game that I put right next to it that's completely different, that I thought was amazing in all sorts of ways, but like had like the opposite of like story writing and stuff like that in it, was Earth Defense Force 6. Yeah. I've been playing the hell out of that game recently, and that game is amazing.
Yeah.
The amount of fighting, blowing stuff up, enemies on the screen, just running for your fucking life. Like shit, I'll show it right here. Like fuck, the game is hot.
Oh, okay.
Look at this right here. Look at this shit right here and tell me that this ain't this doesn't look pretty fucking fun. Because I'm like fighting for my goddamn life. Versus like a this probably wasn't this one. Let me see. Yeah.
B becoming a problem.
I'm shooting fucking drones at fucking things. I have like 8 drones that I'm shooting at motherfuckers that have fully automatic weapons, and I'm about to hop in this big ass mech that just dropped, and I'm getting my ass flailed and flopped all over. Like the game is fun, but it's a totally different type of fun.
I think fun is fun. If it's fun for you and it deserves, like, and in your opinion would deserve Game of the Year, then that's all that really matters.
I don't think either one of these are quite deserving of it, but they're the closest to it for me, for what's came out so far.
Okay.
Personally. And I think there should be something better, and that there probably will be something better.
Everyone will vote for what? For Black Ops 6?
No, I think everyone's gonna probably vote for Black Myth Wukong this year.
Oh, as long as it's
either
black,
gonna be
fine.
that. It's either gonna be
it won't.
that.
It won't.
You don't think so?
I can tell you why. Black Myth Wukong probably won't even make it onto like the
You're high.
The nominees.
You're high.
Ham, remember how sure we were that Hogwarts Legacy was going to clean up? Remember how shocked we all were when we went through all the nominations. We had to do it twice last year. And it was
what are you talking about for Hogwarts?
Yeah.
What the like it's how are you putting Hogwarts next to Black Myth Wukong? One has a crazy person that had to do with it, being J.K. Rowling.
I don't think she's a crazy person. I don't think she's a crazy person.
Oh, I'm not saying like she's a crazy person, but like it's like a crazy situation.
You said she's a crazy person. All right.
Okay, on accident. Whatever. Like you're changing the conversation.
I'm changing the conversation.
Yes, I'm saying you know exactly what I'm saying, and you're like moving.
No, you said J.K. Rowling is a crazy person, man. That's what you literally said, bro.
I didn't mean it like that, and I think you get it. And I just got done telling you.
I swear, I promise that I didn't get it. I promise. When you said J.K. Rowling,
affirming it now. You want to move on?
Understand it that way. We can move on. It's fine. I'm just saying that when you said it at first, I didn't get it that way. That's all I'm saying. So the reason why I'm saying Black Myth Wukong is definitely not going to get, like, I'd be shocked if it got a nomination, is because the narrative around it is the same that Hogwarts Legacy had, which is the journalists don't like it, because Hogwarts Legacy was adored by everyone except for the people that write articles, and it just turns out the people that write articles actually go and vote for these awards. They're the ones. They're the ones with actual voting power with the awards shows. There's no coincidence that the highest selling game in 2023 was not nominated. There's no coincidence. It made no sense to us when it first happened. It was like, what the why? And then obviously for those that weren't in the know, it was shocking. For like us that were covering the whole thing right up until it happened. Although we didn't agree with the decision, it was clear why Hogwarts Legacy was not picked. And right now, the whole thing with Wukong, welcome in Yobi. The whole thing, appreciate you. The whole thing with Wukong, for people besides people like us, the Wukong, for the people that write articles, all it represents is apparently misogyny and racism and lack of inclusion. We just got done talking about it. I think it was on Monday.
I feel like that's all we talk about. Jeez Louise.
Tell me I'm lying. Tell me anything I said there was a lie.
And I disagree still. I still 100% disagree with what you're saying. I still think I don't know. Like, I don't know if I agree with you on that completely.
So those things didn't happen.
It happened in like a very small voice, kind of came out and said some like how many articles really came out saying that? Was it crap ton of articles? Because please show me if it was a crap ton of articles saying that. But I only remember it being like a few articles.
What's a crap ton for you? I want to know what the metric is. Should I find 5? Would you be satisfied if I had 10?
I'd say at least get 3, like I don't know, like 3 to 5.
3
to 5 from main outlets.
All right, 3 to 5. I'll have that on the back burner, and then on Friday I'll present it to you. But let's get to the topics. Anyway,
what up?
Quick reminder for anyone that didn't know what we're discussing: Game Awards will be on December 12th, streaming live from Peacock Theater in Los Angeles. Obviously, we're going to watch it. I'm gonna do a watch along. Next, let's look at everything that happened at opening night of drumroll Gamescom. All right, so obviously we're gonna get this from IGN. So the first thing that was announced was Borderlands 4, officially announced, out next year to kick off. Was there a trailer? Okay, here we go. There's a trailer.
Yeah, it wasn't really anything. It's not really
really.
No,
I didn't even watch it. Like, I didn't watch Gamescom, if I'm being honest. I didn't have the time. Not because I thought it was mid or whatever.
No, I don't.
Okay, clearly you've got some thoughts here.
My only thought is I hope we're not watching every trailer.
No, we won't be doing that.
I don't want to do that. And this trailer is nothing. This trailer is literally nothing. It's just going to say Borderlands 4. It's nothing. Same with Arc Raiders. That was a nothing trailer as well.
Hold on, this doesn't look like nothing. It looks like artifacts landing on Earth, right? So we're not going to be on Pandora anymore. Oh, it's a mask. So it'll be set on Earth.
The covers of Borderlands. I'm sure if you want to dig and look at some lore, you could figure out something, but it's a 30-second thing that just says Borderlands 4. Like, that's how I looked at it, and that's what it is for me. Arc Raiders, same thing. They showed a helmet on the ground with like reflections in it. And I'm sure if you want to look into the lore, you could figure out something, but
all right. Mike Johnson, welcome in. Also, BitCloud Gaming, welcome. All right, so Ham, you don't care about Borderlands 4?
I absolutely do. I just didn't care about the trailer.
All right. Thoughts on the announcement?
I'm excited for it. Hopefully, it's nothing like the movie. The movie was fucked. I mean, I hope that's the last time I even have to mention it here on this channel. That movie.
I can promise you,
it probably isn't going to be, because once it comes out to the streaming service, which will probably be out within the next month.
Yes.
I'll watch it just because I'm gonna hate watch it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't gonna lie and be like, oh, I'm gonna watch it and see and be an honest critic. No, I'm gonna hate watch it. Because I'm already knowing that I'm not gonna like it. It has Kevin Hart as one of the main fucking characters. It has fucking Jamie Lee Curtis as another one of the main fucking characters, playing a younger lady, which is nuts. But yeah. Anyways, I'm very excited for the game. I'm just hoping it nothing like I hope it's better than 3, more mature than 3, because I felt like 3 started to kind of get a little too goofy to where it wasn't like that serious kind of. They didn't do the serious joking, the serious mixed with joking as well as they did in 2 with Handsome Jack. 3, it was pretty goofy, and then the last character, it seemed like you didn't really play the same character that you were chasing the entire game. So it was kind of weird. But I think 4 could really knock it out of the park. Please make Tiny Tina badass again instead of I don't know. I felt like she went from being a badass kid to a mid-teenager.
Damn.
And if you played Borderlands 3 quite a bit, you would know that like just the way that they kind of changed the game, you can feel like the game definitely got softer in 3. And I don't know. There was a lot of articles talking about it when 3 came out. You just have to kind of do your own research. There was a whole lot of people talking about woke this and woke that in the game too. Like that was still happening back then too. So everybody thinking the Stellar Blade and stuff like that stuff is new. No, just welcome to the party. Just like it's been this kind of shit's been happening with games for a hot minute now. But it's but it's just more evident now than it was prior. But yeah, I'm really excited for Borderlands 4.
I can't really talk about Borderlands 1 and 2 because I didn't play them. I remember, well, I didn't finish them. I remember I bought Borderlands
so
2.
Good. 1 had a really good story, but like you could tell 1 from 2, like mechanic wise, it's just better.
I remember I bought 2. I played for a little bit, and then I went back to Gears of War.
Sure.
Because I don't know. I wasn't in the rhythm of playing. Yeah. Sergeant Sentinel, welcome in, bud. So it wasn't the flavor of the month for me at the time when it came out, but I really enjoyed 3. Maybe it's because I wasn't a super fan of Borderlands before the third one happened. That's probably why I didn't notice like the drop off. You know what I mean?
Borderlands 2 was extremely deep too. It had a lot of DLCs added to it. It had a lot of extra levels that you'd gain once you get those DLCs. Like, it was deeper than 3 was, in my opinion. And it had like you go up to like level 80 in that game, and also then there's the overpower rankings that you get in it, which are nuts. And you could pretty much just break the hell out of Borderlands. So you could break the shit out of that game and still play it on like your Xbox One. And now that it's on the newer consoles, like backwards compatible, like it runs faster, but it's still kind of like a slosh a little bit.
Okay. Curie Cosmos, welcome in. Vincent Vega, appreciate you. Thank you for telling me I didn't miss much, because I was worried when I saw people just posting stuff on Gamescom. I was like, I
thought Gamescom was good. I gave it a B.
Okay.
I gave it a B.
Okay.
Because they showed a lot of really good games. They just didn't show a lot of great trailers. So like that's why like it didn't get like an A or anything like that, like anything crazy. But I gave it a B because it had a ton of video games that I was either already knowing, but now I'm looking forward to a little bit more because some of the trailers were better. But it also announced games like Borderlands 4. You know, it announced, you know, the new Mafia game. It showed me the date for Indiana Jones, yada yada. I believe Gamescom is going on right now. I think
that's day 2. Day 2, yeah.
Yeah, and it's talking about like Starfield and all that other stuff. I'm actually gonna put that up. Not on the screen here, but I'm gonna check it out. It's okay. It's supposed to.
I think today and tomorrow is like the deep dives. That's probably what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so next at Gamescom we had Call of Duty Black Ops 6 new single player campaign details. I think this was nothing because we're all already sufficiently hyped for it. Ooh, nice. This is a defender. There's a defender on the screen. We have to point out every time there's a defender on the screen. Anyways, Ham, I really don't care about this trailer. Did you see anything special here, or can you keep it pushing?
About the Black Ops 6 trailer?
Yeah.
It was pretty dope. It was good to see the RCXD is back. The little remote control car.
I don't know what that is.
It's a little remote control car that you use as like an explosive.
Oh,
kind of like, you remember Predator missiles back in the day?
Yeah.
It was like Black Ops' replacement for the Predator missile in the original Black Ops games, where it'd give you like a little vehicle that you drive, and then you go hit somebody with it or explode it near a crowd or something like that. So yeah, that game that's brought back. Of course, the graphics look really cool. You know, the I think the big thing with this with Black Ops 6 is like they brought back the regular type of campaign instead of what they tried to do with Modern Warfare 3, if you can remember that, where they made it kind of open world and everything. So now it's like more linear again, like a Call of Duty campaign should be, in my opinion.
Should be. Have they confirmed anything about the length?
The length of the campaign? Not that I noticed. Not that I noticed. The one thing that they dived in on, which was kind of a scene that they've kind of been working and talking around this entire time to not give you too much detail or to reveal too much of the game before they show it. So I thought that was pretty smart of them. I need to go back and watch it at a higher resolution because I watched it at 1080p live, and it just didn't look that great. But like none of the games looked that great because of that. So I need to go back and watch a lot of these trailers and stuff like that. But it was a good looking. It was a good looking trailer. A lot of stuff happening in the scenes. A lot of like shooting while on a bike with somebody else, and driving through a town. You know how Call of Duty is. It brought it back.
All right. Actually, I don't know how Call of Duty is because I haven't played one in years. But I'm excited to play this campaign, and I hope
they remember a lot of the fast-paced scenes where you got to like make split-second decisions.
The last one that I played was Modern Warfare 2. That was the last campaign. The last time I bought a Call of Duty on 360, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That was the last time I bought it.
The first Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah. Not even like the remaster. That was the last time that I played it. Anyways, next we had Goat Simulator getting remastered.
Man, they trolled the hell out of everybody
What?
again. They got everybody again, or at least they got my ass. And I'm assuming there's several other people like me out in the world, so they got a lot of people, right? And from what it looked like, they the people I was in the party with watching it, they were like confused too because they were showing all these old games, right?
Yeah.
And like then they brought out Goat Simulator remastered, right? And they were trolling by showing all these old other games that were like remastered or looking to need to be remastered. So like we all were like, oh babe, look at this game. No way, it could be this, it could be that. And of course it's Goat Simulator. What up, Yanni 2K?
Oh man, Curie gives it a high B, almost an A. So Curie is satisfied. Gotta enjoy my anime.
Please, you guys don't forget, hit that like button, share it out. Please. But yeah, my bad. Continue.
All right. So I also thought this was I'm looking at it right now, and this definitely is not something I care about.
No. Something my daughter would play.
Yeah. Next, we have Techland reveals the next entry in the Dying Light series. Okay, so we need to see this.
Yes, this is worth watching, in my opinion. This was a good trailer. There was a lot of good trailers, but just some of them weren't very informative when you watched it, right? Like I said, that Borderlands one, you just walk up to the fire, grab a mask. It's
no gameplay.
Not that exciting to watch. But this one was actually exciting to watch because it showed you a little bit of story and then it showed you gameplay as well, right? It was like a proper trailer, in my opinion, right?
Did you get to finish Dying Light 2?
Yes, I beat Dying Light 2. If you purchase Dying Light 2, the Ultimate Edition, this game is rolled into that.
The third game is rolled into.
It's like an expansion piece to the game, kind of thing.
Oh, so this is not.
But it is
not a
standalone.
sequel. So this is not a sequel.
It's kind of like if you were to think of like a Gears Judgment. It's not a 4, but it's like an addition to it. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Gotcha. Okay, so still no gameplay.
It's like an ODST version of fucking Dying Light. Which sounds nice, right?
Yeah, it does sound nice.
But yeah, there's some gameplay right there, of course, you know.
I did not finish Dying Light 2, just being honest.
But see, this one has more guns. See, they brought back the guns. Because
what about the bullet
Dying
management?
Light 2 was very lacking. It you get like a crossbow or something like that. Dying Light 1 had some guns, but they're like bringing them back big time for Dying Light the Beast.
Okay.
I'm interested in it. I'm very much interested in it.
Looks nice. Next we have Dragon Ball Sparking Zero gets new trailer. So no offense to anyone that's going to get offended, but Dragon Ball is Dragon Ball. There's no need for us to press play on that trailer.
Yeah, I'll go on ahead and just speak for it. It looks really good. Oh shit.
Oh man.
Stepped on my shit. I'm happy I didn't break nothing. But anyways,
so if it's not my camera falling down, it's your camera.
Oh man, I accidentally stepped on my charger and my charger pulled down the whole fucking thing. I had to pull my charger away from because I was using it for my headphones, so it's not in their place that it's supposed to be right now. But anyways, what was I saying? It looks good. It looks really good, but of course, as Luke said, it's kind of like, you know, if you know Dragon Ball, you know what to expect. But the cool thing about this one is they finally added some of the newer, you know, characters that have been around in some of the new Dragon Ball in the Dragon Ball Z show. So you get your Broly in there, you get, you know, Jiren, I believe is his name. You get Ultra Instinct Goku, you know. So it's just more characters, essentially, more story. And it's done by the guys that made Tenkaichi. So like this is a big deal. Like I could see why it's a big deal. It's like the Tekken of Dragon Ball Z Fighters version coming out, right? Compared to, you know, some of the other because there's multiple there's multiple studios that work on these different Dragon Ball Z games, but Sparking Zero is like the Tenkaichi, I believe, version of the whole thing, which makes it a big deal, and the new stuff added to it. So now they got a proper new game, and good for them. And I'm pretty excited. It's not a day one for me, but it's something I'm definitely going to pick up just because I'm fucking wearing the shirt right now, you know. I mean, it's something I'm going to have. Just I'm not sure if it's day one because there's so many games around that time period, and I've been with Dragon Ball Z ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going nowhere.
No, it's really not. Richie, stop throwing shade at Stellar Blade, please. All right, settle down. Moving on, we had King of Meat is a new co-op combat game where up to 4 players enjoy goofishly designed dungeons. Is this not the one that have Jeff Keighley himself in the game? Oh, yep, this is the one. This is the one.
Yeah, this was cringy. I did like I liked it at first because I was like thinking, man, I really wish they had the whole award show like this. That's kind of what I was thinking, and then it just kept going, and the whole King of Meat thing was weird. But that's the name of the game, I guess, right? King of Meat. And somebody's wearing a shirt that says KOM on it, and I'm just like, that's a little too close for me, dog. I ain't wearing that shirt.
What does KOM mean?
I'm just saying it's just too close for me.
Is this Jeff Keighley's voice? Sorry.
Horse trying to hoof me?
Oh,
I don't know.
All right, do we have any gameplay on this thing?
Towards the end, yeah.
Okay. Create devious dungeons. Okay, so there's nothing original here. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it could be fun. I bet it could be a little fun, but I'm not running out to play this. Like, if I'm being honest.
This better be free to play on PS Plus or something.
Facts. I ain't going.
No, this is what? Greatness awaits. All right, so this is definitely going to PS Plus. You can't be stealing our catchphrases from PlayStation. Sorry, the catchphrases from PlayStation, and then you don't put it on PS Plus. Whatever, Ham. Slip of the tongue. All right.
Took that personal.
Just.
What up, Jesse B? Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button.
Yes, please smash the like button. Yoni2K has a question, Ham, that I thought was interesting. But before we get to that, Raichi, thank you so much for the super chat, bro. $2 Canadian. Says Wukong is getting Game of the Year. Jeff smiled when he said PS5. So I guess Raichi agrees with you, Ham, that Wukong is definitely getting Game of the Year.
I'm not saying it's definitely getting the Game of the Year. I'm just saying it's going to be in the nominees. That's
going to be a nominee.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I'm willing to go on the other side. I'm willing to say that the journalists care enough about this that it's not going to make it. I would love to be wrong. I hope I'm very wrong, because the records that Wukong is posting are insane. But I wouldn't be shocked when they show us the nominees and you don't find Wukong anywhere. I would not be surprised at all.
If that happens, I'm gonna smile. Because I'm gonna be like, look, I told you they're making too many of these kind of games. Don't nobody care.
Yeah.
So either way, I win.
Either way, Ham is snatching the dub. Either way. Yoni2K asks, yo, do you think we will get a Gran Turismo 7 PC port announcement this week?
Man.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
I'm gonna say no as well, but I'm gonna say no as well. But that's a very interesting thing to bring to the table, right? Because to me that port should already happen. Like, what are you doing?
Yes.
And it could be because the whole thing is like you just brought how does the PlayStation VR2 beat it to PC? Like, I think that I find that weird, right?
Hardware, bro. It's easier to port hardware than the game.
Sure, okay. I guess, but there's plenty of other PC ported games. Like, I'd figure that you'd want as many people on your driving simulator as possible, right? And maybe I don't know how traditional it is to have Gran Turismo on PC. I don't think it is at all, because I've never really heard of anybody playing Gran Turismo on PC. I'm sure somebody out there does. But
on PC.
But to me, that's just like one of those games that, like, I don't see why you wouldn't want to try to get as many players as possible, especially for a game like that where it's like dang near generational, like one per generation almost at this point.
Yeah. I think PlayStation will give PC Gran Turismo when the next one is either announced or actually comes out. They should. Yeah, I think that's when it's going to happen, because Ham, I know, like, I agree with the general sentiment that eventually everyone is going third party. I'm not trying to fight that, but I do believe that PlayStation and Nintendo still believe in that, that exclusivity feel that you get when you have a system that you have a lot of stuff on it that you can only get on that system. And because they
but
say
even it. But even they're fading on that whole idea, right?
Like I said, they'll do it.
But yeah,
but
yeah, if you're saying who's the most stubborn in the room, yes, Nintendo and PlayStation. Xbox is like, sure, I'll go. You said it was reset, so I'm going.
Yeah.
like in fucking whatchamacallit, it's like, nah, you said you would give me a sucker. I ain't going until I get my fucking sucker.
Exactly.
That's Nintendo.
Exactly.
That's Nintendo and PlayStation.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm not leaving the dentist's office. This is not happening. I'm crying and wailing. New customers are not going to get in. Just give me what I want, and then we can move on. Yeah. Yeah. So that's how I see the whole Gran Turismo thing. It's definitely an eventuality, I think, but exactly that. Just a long way in the future, maybe 5 years from now, when Gran Turismo 8 gets announced or whatever. Look, Ray means that Jeff is a man baby who says it's on Xbox with a tone, but I think you meant tone, with a tone, but when he says it's on PS5, he smiles and gets happy. Listen, we all have preferences. That's fine. It's fine that Jeff has a PlayStation preference. Right, Ham?
Sure. I think we should listen to something and talk about it real quick.
All right, put it up on the screen. Let's see.
So I think this just happened, right? Let me see. Yeah, streamed 6 hours ago. So I'm gonna put this on the screen. And hopefully there's not like a bunch of music tied to it.
Any titles? We need
gamers willing, but he has to do it.
Sarah.
To help kick off our show, we've got some very familiar faces here with us. It's Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer. Thank you so much for joining us today. First question, how does it feel to be here at Xbox's Gamescom presence?
It is so much energy here. It's been fantastic to see the fans, to be part of Opening Night Live last night, and to see their reaction. This booth, and I have no idea why we're calling it a booth, because it's not a booth. It's an entire wonderland.
It really is. It's an underestimation calling it a booth, right?
With experiences, with games you can play, things you can see, incredible photo opportunities is fantastic. So to see folks experiencing it. And it reminds you of what makes this industry special, which is all about celebrating games, the joy they bring, and the people who make them.
It's for us our first Gamescom with Activision, Blizzard, Bethesda, Xbox all here together. Mm-hmm. So there's definitely something special. All the teams have gotten together, and I think there's just such great representation. And I'll also say the industry has gone through a lot of transition with our shows, and seeing Gamescom as strong as ever with fans, consumers coming in, all the creators that are here, strength across Europe. Like, we need more of this in the industry. I'm glad we're here supporting. And it's just awesome to see how the gamers show up to support this show.
Bigger and better every year. We love to see it. Before we come to the booth, though, I actually want to talk. I saw you both were at Opening Night Live yesterday, and there were some pretty amazing reveals and news in there. So what was it like? I couldn't get a ticket, unfortunately, but what was it like to be in the room with that live reaction?
There's nothing better than being in the room with the live reaction and to just see people marvel at the things that are being made. All the work being showcased, and folks put so much work into bringing that forward. I'd say for me, it was really cool to see Game Pass titles in the show. I think we had over a dozen titles that are coming to Game Pass in the show. It's even a fantastic lineup. But I was especially excited to announce that Genshin Impact is coming to Xbox. Yeah,
that's my one.
There's some pretty cool Game Pass rewards.
So I'm going to ask you what you feel about that. Genshin Impact. Yeah, Genshin Impact. This game's been out for a hot minute, right? And it's finally coming over to Game Pass. Is there anything there?
First off, is Genshin Impact a free or paid game?
It's a free-to-play game, yeah. It's a free-to-play game, but it hasn't been available on Xbox.
Okay, so it's not going to Game Pass. It's just going to Xbox.
Yes? I don't know. I don't know which one it is, but if it's going,
you might be rewinding a bit. I want to hear what she says. Just 10 seconds, please.
I know. But I was especially excited to announce that Genshin Impact is coming to Xbox.
Yeah, that's my one. That's my
There's some pretty cool Game Pass rewards that are going to be part of that.
Nice.
There's going to be full cross progression, and it's also going to be on cloud. So that one was a real highlight for me because I know so many fans are excited to enjoy that on the Xbox.
Might be kind of like that Fortnite situation, right?
Yeah.
Where
So
it's available on Xbox, but if you have Game Pass, then you can play it on cloud and stuff like that.
And not just that, there's going to be the Game Pass perks. Because I've seen that being posted. Well, when I turn on my Xbox, a couple of, before I just hop on Cyberpunk, I've seen a couple of notifications showing that if you have Xbox Game Pass, you get, I don't know how many amount of like V-Bucks. You know what I mean? You get whatever for Minecraft, whatever, if you have Game Pass specifically. So I think that's a big announcement. It's a very big. Me personally, I could not care less that it's going to Xbox.
Can you read that on the screen there, Luke?
Well, hit like and share.
Yep, there you go.
Hit like and share, everyone. Make sure to smash the like button, share this out, send it to your grandma. Make sure she clicks on it, falls asleep, and leaves it playing. It's fine. As long as she clicks on it, it's cool. All right? She can pass out to...
You hear that, y'all? Logan wants to talk to y'all's grandma.
Oh, my Lord. Anyways, yeah, that's big news, huh? I think it's big news in general. For me, I don't care about Genshin Impact.
Same, but like just another option of another game to be able to play here, which wasn't available yesterday. So that's
with all the announcements of games skipping Xbox, it's very important to highlight the ones that do go to Xbox.
That's a fact. That is a fucking fact. All right, let's keep it moving.
It's rough on the other side. Anyways, let's go back.
Oh, you don't want to keep going on this?
Oh shit, my bad. I didn't know that there was more.
Creators are making new things, and you have to be really brave to come to a show maybe before you're done, show your game, get the feedback. Teams that are creating new games. I thought the diversity of games at the show was awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
From big, huge games to smaller games, things we've heard of, seen, things we hadn't heard of. I also have to say Genshin, we got to meet with the MiHoYo team earlier in the day, and they had such excitement for their announcement. And it was nice to be able to support that.
Oh, fantastic. And obviously we can't talk about Opening Night Live. We saw some amazing new stuff from Indiana Jones and the Great Circle as well as that exciting release date. We also saw the news about PlayStation as well, which is really cool. I'm really interested in that. So I want to know how this connects back to Xbox's perspective on how and when this approach happens to other titles.
I mean, I'll start just saying Machine Games is doing such a nice job with that game. I thought it showed really well. And that's the most important thing is quality of the games, teams that are getting support that can go build the game. And it was just nice. The long gameplay segment that they had, I thought was fantastic. Going to the PlayStation announcement, obviously last spring, we launched 4 games, 2 of them on the Switch, 4 of them on PlayStation. And we said we're going to learn. We said we'd watch. I think at Showcase, I might have said from our learning, we're going to do more. What I see when I look is our franchises are getting stronger. Our Xbox console players are as high this year as they've ever been.
Amazing.
So I look at it and I say, okay, our player numbers are going up for the console platform. Our franchises are as strong as they've ever been. And we run a business. Like it's definitely true inside of Microsoft. The bar is high for us in terms of the delivery that we have to give back to the company because we get a level of support from the company that's just amazing in what we're able to go do. So I look at this, how can we make our games as strong as possible? Our platform continues to grow, both on console, on PC, and on cloud. And I think it's just going to be a strategy that works for us. And the last thing I'll probably say is I think as an industry right now, there's a lot of pressure on the industry. It's been growing for a long time, and now people are looking for ways to grow. And I think that us as fans, as players of games, we just have to anticipate there's going to be more change in how some of the traditional ways that games were built and distributed. That's going to change. That's going to change for all of us. But the end result has to be better games that more people can play. If we're not focused on that, I think we're focused on the wrong things. So for us,
let's stop right there.
Come on, Phil. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. What is Phil up to? Talking about it's going to happen for all of us. Phil needs to chill. Phil needs to chill. And I didn't mean for that to rhyme. Phil, right, needs to stay on the Titanic by himself and not try and drag anyone down with him faster. All right? Just stop saying the industry is going in this direction. Xbox is going full third party right now. That's what Phil wants to say, and he wants to see, he wants to be able to say that everyone else is coming with us. Truth is, Nintendo is going third party in like 2040, right? And PlayStation, if we really have to stretch it out, I would say 2030. That's when you're going to see most of their games everywhere else. Nintendo, I can't see it. Nintendo, I don't know. Nintendo might be brave enough.
Nintendo's going to be the most stubborn one of the bunch.
Like, I can see Nintendo being like,
question.
Yeah, like, and let me tell you something. You see how they celebrate selling 1 million copies of one game. 2 million.
They get all that money back immediately. They don't fucking lose out the door.
Them boys don't need the rest of the planet. Like, they can just sell to Japanese people and make their profit. They don't, their model, it seems to be different. They don't need to make all the money in the world in Nintendo. They need to just make profit. They're good. As soon as you make profit, you're good. Everyone's popping champagne. Execs from Nintendo themselves are going to these small little publishers in Japan to celebrate and take pictures with them and do photo ops. Oh, how many copies? 800,000 copies. What? 800,000. So yeah, Phil needs to chill, right? Phil, I want everyone in the chat to spam it out. Phil needs to chill. Xbox is going third party right now. PlayStation is not. Nintendo is not. Eventually, everyone's going to do it. Yes. But today, right now, it's just Xbox. And what I'm getting from Phil is, I wish everyone else was coming with us down this very dark alley. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, I mean, there's some truth to that. Like, he wants everybody to kind of follow him down the dark alley for sure. But there's already been a little bit of peeking into that dark alley for some, right?
True.
So yeah, Phil walked down the alley. Flat out,
there.
Right? He's in the alley. He's in the alley. PlayStation took a peek. And they're kind of like, testing the waters with it, right? Like here's Horizon Legos, right? Let's see how this.
There's Helldivers Day One.
They're doing Day One on PC. They're doing the natural Sony baby step approach. No pun intended. They're doing the natural baby step approach that they do when Xbox does something grandiose. PlayStation will do the exact same thing in a very light way. Like if you've ever noticed the things that Xbox does, and sometimes they step completely in shit, PlayStation will kind of do the same thing, but we'll do it a little differently, right? It's like they let Xbox be the crash test dummy, right? And then they go try to make a better version of whatever that they just did, right? And sometimes it becomes better, and sometimes it just isn't, right? Like there's been some times where PlayStation made something that was a little bit better, but there's been times where you get the PlayStation Stars. That's not better than what Xbox has, right?
No.
Like they go tit for tat on some of this stuff.
Yeah,
it's interesting to see Bill say what he's saying, though, right? Saying, "Oh, we did a little shopping around, and those last 4 games were a test." And in my opinion, it wasn't like an explosion of wow, we're getting so much more. Maybe from Sea of Thieves, possibly. That's possible, right? Because Sea of Thieves did kind of explode over there, right?
It
And
did.
for the whole that game, that's big money for them. And then also, you know, Fallout, because they own that now, right? But that's been over there. But those are, but that's some of the stuff that they're seeing.
Remember the spike when the TV show came out? The big Fallout spike?
Yeah, the huge spike, right?
Everywhere.
But that's games that were already going there, and them seeing that, hey, we're still providing them with something, and we're getting a ton of money. Why would we take that away from ourselves? That's their ideology, right? So then they see some of these new IPs, Indiana Jones, Blade, that are from somebody else, right? That they could easily just be like, you know, fuck the Xbox main community. We're just gonna give it to everybody. Everybody's gonna enjoy this shit, and they're gonna make a ton of money off of doing that, right? And in return, we could get more games from said studio, which is a good thing, right? But at the same time, like, I'd be a fool not to say that it does hurt your own brand a little bit when you're trying to sell more of your hardware in particular, right? So
yeah,
so coming from what he's saying, this next generation, because this generation's already kind of a wash, right? This generation's over.
But where did they fail, Ham? Where did they fail? Because I was sure I would have bet I would have bet a serious amount of money that Xbox would have at least doubled their numbers from last generation, considering the momentum they had leading up to the Series X.
How would they double it when they spread it out right before they went into the next thing, right? Like, what they essentially did was they made the number that they did with the Xbox One. But then in the process of making the series consoles, they said, hey, now you're able to play this on PC. And then, while the series console is out, now you don't need this console, or you can also get these games over here and whatnot. They kind of spreaded themselves out.
So essentially, you're just explaining how they failed, really.
No. I'm explaining how they maintained players but lost a lot of console sales. Because as you see, they talk about how many people they have playing. 500 million or whatever crazy fucking number they threw out there, right?
Yeah.
And that's their MO, is having people within their ecosystem of things, no matter how they have to give it to you. It's gonna take a massive dent, in my opinion, into their regular traditional console sales, but I think they're still gonna make consoles and whatnot because they want to hit you from every direction they possibly can. So if they have to hit you on PlayStation, they will hit you on PlayStation. But if they can get you to put a box into your living room from them to personally, just like the Surface Pro, they'll do that to you as well.
Are you trying to say Xbox wants to fill every single hole?
I mean,
sure. In the market. I meant holes in the market. What is wrong with you, Ham? What is
sure, Loke. Sure, but that's kind of like that's the idea I get when I see what they're trying to do and what they're kind of talking about, is because they're taking some hits that none of us would be okay if we had a company to take. And it's weird, right? Because they're not getting certain games on time. They're not getting, this, that, and the third. They're being made fun of by developers sometimes and stuff like that. But they're like, but I've never seen a company just eat it and just be like, I don't care. We're just gonna continue doing what we're doing. They got something up their sleeve, in my opinion.
Nintendo eats it.
No, I'm saying Microsoft.
No, you said you've never seen a company just eat it in terms of like making a mistake in the market and then be like, no, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing.
Oh, I guess you're right. Or I guess well, Nintendo and Sony do that technically, kind of, right? But at the same time, I'm talking about like
I disagree with that. I think Sony, like you said previously, they kind of eat it, but then they also kind of adjust and do what everyone wants them to do, as you mentioned with other stuff like PS Plus and these third-party games, etc. Nintendo is like, no, this is what we believe in, right? This is what brought us to the ball. This is what brought us to the Super Bowl. If we came here running, right, with a running game, we don't care if everyone else is talking about throwing is sexy and doing all this. They're just going to tell their linebackers and the quarterback, just run. That's Nintendo. So yeah, I would say there is someone in gaming that's like, no, this is what we do and we're going to stick to it. Some interesting comments here in the comment section. I thought were interesting. Not super chats, but very interesting comments. Taya says, do you guys think Xbox thinks they should have given the team at Game Science the bag now for Wukong? Could have had 2 Game Pass hits in Power World and Wukong.
No, see, I personally don't think the Wukong folks probably even wanted to put their game on the Game Pass.
No, onto Xbox. Onto Game Pass. Okay. I didn't look
because
at it that
if we're talking about dropping it into Game Pass, because that's what you just said, Power World and Wukong, both in the Game Pass. I mean, I'm sure they wish, right? I feel like anybody in hindsight would be like, yeah, like I would have
should have done that,
right? Should have did that. Should have put Hogwarts on Game Pass. Like hindsight will tell you anything like that, right?
That's kind of dumb, man. Like Hogwarts would have been an easy dub for either PlayStation or Xbox. I think it was right there. Anyone with 2 brain cells would have been like, okay, Hogwarts is money and it's console. People would have bought consoles just to play Hogwarts. Like
exactly. So like hindsight will tell you a lot of that kind of stuff. Like obviously, I think people would take advantage of it if they could, but the fact of the matter is, we're here today. They did not. they did not, and we are watching a game destroy while whole ass publisher doesn't get to touch it at all, or platform is what I was looking at. Whole ass platform, yeah. But anyways, let's go ahead.
Hold on. One more before we go back to the video. The Guinness now is projecting. This is not 2020 backwards. This is now 2020 moving forwards, or 020 really, if we're being honest. The Guinness says announcing Indiana Jones going to PS5 before it even launched on Xbox and had a chance to sell consoles, bring people into Game Pass, etc. is just so idiotic. I want to go at this one first before you, Ham. I don't think it was idiotic.
No, they did that shit on purpose.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were like, I'm not going to get this. I'm not interested in buying an Xbox. I think there's a lot of people that just like Ham Solo, they main this particular console, which is the PlayStation, and they're like, oh, this is going to Xbox. That looks cool. I'm not going to buy it. So I'm just going to keep it pushing. But if they announce it like this, now they lock in a purchase. Now there's people like, oh, okay, so I'll buy this or when it comes out on PS5. And like Ham said earlier, Microsoft's at the point where it's like, oh, we don't have like ego. We don't care that we got 5 million sales just on our console. We want to get the 50 million sales, even if they're fractioned out between PC and PlayStation. So I don't think it was idiotic. Ham?
I feel like people are really underestimating the power of FOMO.
You think people are going to buy Xboxes to play Indiana Jones? Come on. I know I'm wearing it.
Maybe not Indiana Jones, but it could be something else.
Yes, definitely not Indiana Jones. Yeah, something else.
And that's what I'm kind of getting at, is like they did this on purpose, right? They want the aura of PS5 somewhere around Xbox, right? And so if they just announce it just for Xbox, and this is me on my conspiracy bullshit. If they announce it just for Xbox, that tunes out, like, in a room, to be honest, when we're thinking about numbers, PlayStations and Xboxes out there, they tune out probably 2/3 to 3/4 of the room when they say it's only coming to Xbox, right?
Yep.
But when you're now saying, hey, it's coming to PlayStation as well, then your ears perk up and you're like, what game is coming to PlayStation? You see what game's coming to PlayStation. Then you have to deal with Twitter and everything for 3 months of seeing other people enjoying Indiana Jones. And maybe it's not Indiana Jones free. Maybe it's something else, right? That has a 3-month window.
Yeah.
They're expecting, and whether it's the right decision or not, I'm not saying, I'm not making that assertion, but I'm just saying they're assuming that they're going to FOMO enough people over a course of time that they're going to just want to just have the shit. Just get into the ecosystem somehow, some way outside of just their PlayStation. They just want you to, whether it's just a subscription service, so you're just playing it over cloud, whether you're buying the supposed handheld that's supposed to be coming out, getting an Amazon stick, so also playing it over cloud again, getting an actual console, playing it on PC, getting a ROG Ally. They don't care. They just want to make sure that you get in, and the more closer that you get into the subscription service, the better for them, they think.
And they want everyone to pop that Xbox logo every time they turn on Indiana Jones on their PlayStation 5. Just a quick little reminder.
I don't think PlayStation will allow that, but they will allow Bethesda on there. And it's hard to look anything up Bethesda anymore without seeing Xbox somewhere.
All right, fair enough. Welcome in, Cygnus says, I believe in Satya's vision for Xbox. I feel that's tongue in cheek. Let's go back to the video. Let's go back to the interview.
It's Xbox change. That's going to change for all of us. But the end result has to be better games that more people can play. If we're not focused on that, I think we're focused on the wrong things. So for us, it's Xbox, health of Xbox, health of our platform, and our growing games, most important things.
Oh, that sounds perfect. Lovely. Now back to the booth. I saw you both walking around earlier before you joined me up here, sneaking some pictures with devs at Frontier, Sega, and GSC Game World. So I want to know, Sarah, specifically what it's like to be working with our partners here in Europe and what kind of evolution we can see from these partners in the future.
The partnership we have with here in Europe is fantastic. We have over 2,000 partners in EMEA actively building games.
That's a lot of emails.
I know it is a lot of emails for Xbox, PC, and console and cloud today. We've got over 20 of them here with us, here in the booth. And it's just been great to walk around, to see what they're doing. 2 Point Museum for Sega Europe. We've got the Stalker 2 team, GSC Game World, back with us, supporting them over the last couple of years has been a real highlight. So to get to be able to play their game again here is fantastic. We just walked over and checked out Winterboro, which is
the
a very,
mouse
very
game.
special.
They look so cute. I'm very excited for that one.
And so it's great to be able to grow here with the partners that we have in Europe.
Amazing. And it also comes, as well as the amazing support you've got for local devs, is there's such a huge play base here in Europe as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what kind of special stuff are you seeing from us over here?
I mean, Europe's always been really important to Xbox. It used to be we treated this almost solely as a PC show. Well, I'm old enough that I remember we used to kind of take E3 and just show it again. Like this was back when we didn't really treat Gamescom with the respect that it deserves. Then we were focused more on PC. Now what we find here is putting our games on PC, on console really matches to the diverse player base we see in Europe. Like some of the strongest franchises on PC are from here. You have great console support. So the most important thing for us is to show local support for creators, to put games in the hands of people. One thing that's great about Gamescom is you can come and you can play the games. You can feel what it's like to play Stalker or Vessel of Hatred from Diablo. Like you get your chance here. And I think that's something special about this show. And it's so accessible to so much of Europe. I just love that we support it the way we do.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the sheer scale that it demands, as well as you were saying earlier, Sarah, absolutely.
With our little city here.
Yeah, the little city that we're building. We're the mayors. So I want to speak a little bit more on hardware, as we've gone over it a couple times here. Since I've not spoken to you since the showcase at all, which is criminal in and of itself. But we saw the 3 new options for the Xbox Series X and S. So I was wondering if there's a little bit more information we can share about that.
Well, pre-orders are starting today.
Yes, Sarah.
All right,
Yeah,
get yours in. We're launching on October 15th in
Nice.
select markets. And
You
we
know
also
what's buying
have
your content.
some
What are
very
you
cool
doing?
accessibility options,
Come
which we're
on,
going to be
Sarah.
talking more about later today. And
What's that?
I'm saying, Sarah's talking about get your pre-orders in. I'm like, come on, you know, no one's buying these consoles. What are we doing? Anyway,
for holiday and the rest of this year, some very cool console wraps that you can get to adorn your console as you may choose.
Christmas list sorted then. Thank you very much, Sarah. Okay, console options done. We're going to hear they'll be coming just in time for Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which is amazing. Cannot wait for
looked
that.
so good last night in the show.
Yeah. Oh my
Fantastic.
goodness me, it was just
The campaign
silence
from Raven, I thought was just awesome.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. Talking of games, I do want to know though, what are you going to be playing? Is there anything you've got your eye on? Last year we spoke about Brotato,
yeah.
and I wanted to give you an update and everyone at home that I have now 100%ed Little Kitty Big City, and it is quite possibly the greatest game of all time. But yeah, is there anything on your backlog that you need to catch up on, or anything coming up soon you want to dive into?
Well, the Game Pass lineup is making the backlog extraordinarily long.
Unforgivable.
And it's getting even better this year, both on console and PCs. We've got Aura coming. We have Age of Mythology, Flight Sim 2024, which looks incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Black Ops 6, of course. Indiana Jones, Stalker 2. Like, it's all like, what, every month there's something pretty amazing.
It's a lot of games.
There's a lot of games. We like games around here. But I would say from a personal perspective, super excited for Diablo 4, especially because my father is probably the biggest Diablo fan. So Vessel of Hatred and that coming up. Yeah, the fact that Vessel of Hatred is coming up is pretty big in their world. And then I am excited to play Genshin Impact on Xbox, and particularly to check it out over the cloud.
Yeah, very good. We'll have to duo for that one. That sounds grand. Yeah, love it. Perfect. Phil, anything for you?
Well, P3 on Xbox Live, people can see what I'm playing. A lot of Diablo 4 right now. My rapid fire rogue is L100, all my glyphs to 21.
Yeah.
Having a good time with that. I mean, I just love the game, playing with my friends. Path of the Goddess, Kunitsugami, like our partners at Capcom doing new IP. It was awesome to be able to partner with them and something in Game Pass. As they're investing in new, like we can actually come in with some financial funding to help support them investing. And I just love the color palette, the boss design, just a really, really fun game. Some old school kind of tower defense mechanics. I love that. One of the things I get to do every month is I go through the ID selects with the team and we vote internally on games from different ID developers. Daydreams game I'm really liking, little boy and his toy teddy bear, and kind of a single player type co-op game. It's fun. I think a couple months ago, High Water was a game that's really good. Like I love when I get a list of games from creators and teams I haven't seen before and get to dive in. I think there's like 15 of them. I play them and my vote's just like anybody else's vote in terms of where they rank. But that's fun. A lot of great games, a lot of kind of new things and things that have been around for a while. Oh, and I'm here, so I'm not doing it. My buggy in Starfield. I'm looking forward. I've been asking for Todd for vehicles. Come on, Todd. I want vehicles in this game. I'm tired of walking around this planet. And I thought the trailer for that looked really good last night. So I can't wait to drive around planets and Starfield.
Wonderful. And talking of driving, I'm personally, if anyone's wondering, super excited. Forza Horizon 5 is over there. It's the game I cannot put down. Absolutely adore it. So if they've got something new cooking, I desperately need to see
new gameplay mode.
So excited. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for the chat. Please enjoy
mode.
Put down. Absolutely adore it. So if they've got something new cooking, I desperately need to see
new gameplay mode.
So excited. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks so much for the chat. Please enjoy getting your hands on our lovely city we've got here. But I'm going to speak to these guys here because if, like me, you've been eyeing up those new consoles, then buckle up because we want to help you win one. Now, over to Bex with more information.
All right.
So yeah, not much was said there, but
no, it wasn't. It was very directed.
Yeah. When watching Alien Romulus, thought here Game Pass. Nope, Star Wars Outlaws advert. Oh my god. So was reading the chat, and turns out Xbox games that get ported to PlayStation they're not accompanied by an Xbox logo or an Xbox splash logo at the beginning, but PlayStation games ported to Xbox do have a PlayStation splash logo.
They both kind of do, because I think I think Sea of Thieves has like Microsoft Studios or something like at the beginning of it.
Does it? Can someone confirm that?
I think it just kind of depends on the developer. I think PlayStation more or less hyper focuses on the developer. So it's like if it's a game from Xbox to PlayStation, if it was made by Xbox Studios, it'd say Xbox Studios. But if it's made by Bethesda, it's going to say Bethesda. If it's made by Mojang, it's going to say Mojang. It's not going to say Xbox. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Ham, this one's for you. Guinness says the only way Ham's theory works is that every Xbox game has a splash screen for Xbox message saying you could have played this on Game Pass. Then when they see it on a few games, they will be on Xbox. Let's go to this hypothetical universe where PlayStation is dumb enough to be like, okay, Xbox, go ahead and put this splash on every single Xbox game that you port to PlayStation, saying if you subscribe to Game Pass $15 a month, you can play this game and 200 plus other games. Do you think that would move people to Xbox?
If it did what?
If there was a splash that said you could have played this game.
It's not the splash screen that does it. It's the time in between where all the Xbox players are playing said game and you're not, and you know it's coming to that console. It's that.
Oh, okay. So what's going to move people is people knowing that Indiana Jones is right now live on Xbox, and it's coming to PlayStation in 6 months, for example.
Right.
That's going to move people.
Like I'm telling you that, like, I don't feel like FOMO works the same for everybody. And I think there is a world, and there is, and I feel like we're currently living in it, where there are some people that are going to see this stuff and be like, yeah, sure, it's coming there, but I want to play this now, or my boys are on this now, especially if it's like a multiplayer type of game. Yo, who wants to wait 4 extra months? Like, I'm sure some people would be more than happy. I'm like I'm sure some people went out and got like a PlayStation to play like Helldivers. Maybe not a ton, but there were some, I'm sure.
Probably, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that sum consistently with games coming out, that sum turns into a lot after a while. And
it keeps happening.
And I don't think Xbox is looking to outdo PlayStation immediately or Nintendo immediately, but if they could slowly get people to kind of, you know, because Microsoft, if we know anything about Microsoft, is that they're more comfortable playing the long game than anybody else out there.
Yeah.
They will bleed you dry.
They'll wait.
They will. They will wait, and that Phil is still in the alley. He's waiting in the alley.
Still waiting. Oh my God. Phil's about to retire waiting in that cold.
Well, if it ain't Phil, Phil's gonna see, you know, like, Sarah, can you come take this spot for me?
Yeah, and she'll wait.
And then she's waiting in the alley. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
It's and as volatile as this business is, as we're clearly seeing, like, a great developer can be gone tomorrow, right? It's like a fucking Jets head coach, or not Jets. It's like an Eagles head coach.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter that you wanted the Super Bowl.
Jets as well.
You're fired.
Jets as well. Come on.
Yeah, sure, Jets as well. but I was just thinking of the Eagles because they recently won a championship and then fired their coach like 2 years later. So it's just
He's
like,
out of here.
Exactly. And that's how all these businesses are. So like we're looking at PlayStation and like wondering, how they're moving and stuff like that. And as I said it on the previous podcast, they're just suiting and booting up for next generation. When you see them purchasing mobile companies, getting more involved in the PC, they got all these different type of hardwares that go to PC that ain't got really nothing to do with a PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
They're getting ready to where they don't have to worry about that next generation, and all they have to do is just give you some software.
I don't know, man. This promise about next gen. For me, Xbox hasn't delivered since the 360.
What was the promise about next gen?
No, you're saying like with the purchases and whatever, they're suited and booted for the next generation. Like that's what you just said.
I'm saying that's what Sony was doing, and obviously Microsoft for sure as well. But like, I feel like Microsoft is not doing as much chasing in preparation as Sony is, although they are more popular. Does that make any sense?
No, I don't understand what you actually mean by that.
So Microsoft's been doing PC gaming.
Okay.
They've been trying to work on mobile longer than Sony has, perceivingly from myself. They've already worked on expanding their ecosystem. So their preparation for the next generation to support their ecosystem, to me, is better prepared than what Sony has for whatever that they're preparing for their ecosystem in the future. I'm not saying that means Microsoft wins, though. That doesn't mean Microsoft wins, because popularity is still a key factor in all of this. You can be completely prepared for the test, right? Get a crazy good A and whatnot, and still not get selected to go to that school. Still not get that scholarship, right? So I'm not saying, oh, Microsoft's so much more prepared, so they're going to win. No, I'm just saying that, hey, they were really ready to spread out and work with other people and get things together, as to where it seems that Sony right now is kind of like, oh, yeah, we should probably do that too. Oh, yeah, we should probably do that too. What are they doing? Let's try a little bit of that as well.
Yeah, and because Sony is way better at like marketing and messaging, I even had people come up to me and talk about, oh no, Sony's the one that came up with subscriptions first. And I was like, no, that's not true. They're just the ones who organized better and executed better, which matters, It does matter. It does matter. So for me, yeah, when you said that when you said that they're setting up, but it doesn't guarantee anything, I agree with you on that one. There's no guarantee here. They can buy all the publishers they want. They can buy up all the IP they want and all that, but they still need to execute.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm saying, because like, I mean, if we looked at like the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3, they had all the momentum in the world. They had all the ingenuity and stuff like that. Or seemingly they did, right? They even had the Blu-ray player. Xbox, they didn't have that, but it didn't matter up until the end of the generation, where they had to kind of dial in so many different things, to where it was like a totally different generation for them, damn near from the beginning.
Yeah. The pricing for the PS3 was just
the difference to me, though, between the two companies is, I feel that if Sony was in the spot that Microsoft is in right now, I feel like they would fight a lot harder to try to still win the generation, compared to Microsoft, that's quick to be like, we'll give it another try in a couple years because we can afford to.
You think it's because of the money, not because of the general character of the people running it? You think the money is the one that makes them complacent?
I think the money definitely helps you be complacent, but at the same time, definitely the attitude. And I think the attitude is just instilled with the way they have, the way they kind of wield money. I think it's a driving force. I mean, like, you think about the person that is hungry on the couch that's rich and the person that's hungry on the couch with no money. Like, one's like a little bit more concerned about how they're going to get their plate of food by the end of the night. The other one's may even forget to eat until the next day and just be like, screw it, and then just gorge out.
If this is the real issue with the complacency behind Xbox, I think they need to stop buying IP and start buying out people's contracts that work at Nintendo and that work at PlayStation. I think that's what they need to stop buying IP. You have all the IP in the world.
You can't guarantee that, though. You can't.
What?
Well, I feel like if this industry has told us anything, is that it can't rely on people. Look how much the industry is trying to move away from people.
What are we talking about? AI?
I'm talking about AI, but I'm also talking about like people getting sued, things looking good on paper and not looking good in reality. People giving like Microsoft, for instance, with Scalebound. They had the best thing cooking from Platinum. So they thought. Until they realized what they did with their money. You see what I mean? Like putting that kind of importance on individuals, I think is really volatile.
I think it's actually better. Curie says
is if you find the right person.
Exactly. Curie says IP is more reliable. Ask Disney if the IP is more reliable. They thought Marvel was too big to fail. They're like, get all these unreliable people out the door, because what we need is the IP. We'll be good. As long as we have the IP, we're good. Look at what happened to Marvel. Look what's happening to Star Wars. Because they have the IP. They don't need the people. Marvel's already pivoting. Guess who's back?
But how many times do you hire somebody and they come through for you?
Compared it's all about
hiring or leveling up from within.
It's all about leveling up your potential. When you're picking your roster, for the Lakers, you don't know if adding Klay Thompson is going to win you the championship. But you know what? It's better than having Caruso. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you have all the IP. Stop it with the IP. Clearly, it's not working. You've been acquiring IP. It's not working. Go and get the people that are going to sit there and look at trash like, okay, with all due respect to the people that made Redfall and sweat blood and tears, you need people that are going to look at the trash that is Redfall and be like, this is not going out the door.
I understand what you're saying, Loke, but I'm saying, like, yeah, you might be happy with, thinking that this person's a good player, and then you fuck around and get a Ben Simmons.
But that's not a problem, Ham. You know what you shouldn't do? You should not make it to the playoffs and stand pat. No one does that. And I get the feeling that with Xbox, the idea is let's change our uniforms. Let's not get new players in. That's what I'm getting. Those are the vibes I'm getting. Go and change up these execs, change the leads, go and get people with proven reputations. If you get 10 of these guys to head 10 games, sure, not all 10 will go through. But you know what? 4 might be bangers. And now you've got 4 execs that you know don't get affected by a full bank account. And you keep doing it again. And then in the next 5 years, the next 10 years, instead of 4, now you've got 8. Because you got rid of the other 6 that failed. And now you got the next guys. Everyone's too comfortable. That's what I'm getting from all this talk about, oh, the Xbox is cooking and they're looking at the long game and all that. If that's how they're really looking at it,
cooking. I just know they're looking at the long game.
if the internal policy at Xbox is really, we're looking at the long game, no rush, no pressure, we're going to win the game eventually, bro, that's not motivating anyone. That's not self-motivated. So if you have a bunch of people that are not self-motivated, that just want to get their check and go on vacation at the end of the year, you need to get rid of these people. You need people that are getting a lot of money but are still maniacs. They still want to make works of art. That's what you need. I hate to say it, just you need people like Neil Druckmann. I freaking hate to say it, but that's what you need. Anyways, that was a hell of a tangent. Can we go back to Gamescom, or do you have anything to add on what I just said?
No, go ahead.
All right. So going back to the Gamescom wrap, cringe king of meat. Next, a linked banner of Spark releases early October in early access. What is this?
Okay, so this is a new game by some new developers. They were really nervous when they were on the stage. It was kind of interesting watching them. And Gamescom was really awkward. Like, it was really awkward, honestly.
I heard the jokes were flat.
I think the people were.
Oh, okay. So the jokes were good, just bad delivery.
The jokes were okay, but the room was like just weird. Like, it was like it was weird. It felt like you could have had a comedian out there and it wouldn't have mattered.
Damn.
Like it was just weird. But I thought the show went pretty well for the most part. But as for this game in particular, it's definitely gonna be a game that you'd want to play with friends, and it's more or less kind of like an online-y feel kind of game. But Loki, you could like it because it definitely kind of has just kind of look at it and see for yourself. It's hard to explain because I don't want to. I was actually surprised. No, I wasn't feeling it when I initially looked at it, and then I was thinking, this would be kind of fun maybe with a few other people. But like, I would
give it a go with you, Ham. Like if you called me and then we set something up with Matt or someone else or whatever, I would install it and play with you guys. But I'm not keeping this on my console, whether it's PS5, Xbox, or my PC. I'm not like just looking at it. I'm like, I will install this to play with you guys.
In PlayStation though, because I thought I'd just seen Steam.
It said just Steam. Yeah, early access.
See, this is where Xbox making a console that has Steam on it would help, because I'm not sitting at my computer to download and play this.
Yeah. So that's
all the people in the world could say you can plug your PC into your TV. No. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. All right, so that's linked banners of Spark. Never mind. Next, we have Lost Records, Bloom and Rage reveals first gameplay trailer. Ooh, okay. What is this?
Definitely probably don't want to play the music on this joint, right?
Yeah. I just muted it automatically. Similar to that of Life is Strange series. Okay, 1990s inspired aesthetics for the game, and how it'll focus on 2 timelines, one set in summer 1995 and another in the present day. Okay. Looks like a horror game.
Yeah, I was really interested when I first seen this game. Right now, I'm not exactly sure. I'm not a big fan of Life is Strange.
Okay, yeah, you and me both am, but this looks like there's a twist to it.
What is this? This is not the game.
This doesn't look like it's the game, yo.
No, it's not.
This is No Room. This is No Room in Hell 2. Okay, that was Lost. Okay, you know what? Forget Lost Records. Jeez, No Room. I like. My God, IGN guys, sort yourselves out, right? Organize this properly. So No Room in Hell 2 gets new gameplay trailer. All right, that looked nice.
I didn't care about that game. Ugh.
No, it looked nice to me.
Looked alright.
It's a co-op zombie shooter.
I'm so over that.
When it releases, this cross-platform multiplayer game will allow up to 8 players to endure a dynamic and nightmarish experience fending off hordes of the undead. Please tell us how much you're tired of this specific genre on top of Souls-likes as well.
I just like when I see another zombie game, like if it's just not like, I don't know, to me it's, unless it explodes and like I just don't know how to say it. Like it just isn't that interesting to me. Like ever since kind of Left 4 Dead, I've kind of been like very hit and miss on zombie games. Like they have to do more than just I'm shooting hordes of zombies. Like Dead by what Left 4 Dead? No, not Left 4 Dead. What was the other the new one? It wasn't Left 4 Dead. It was
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. We did buy it and give it a go, didn't we? The one that was buggy.
No, it was on Game Pass.
Really?
That's how I played it, at least.
Are you serious?
I didn't buy it. I don't remember what that game was called off the top of my head, but like, I don't know.
But I know which game you're talking about. I know which game you're talking about.
It feels like a dime a dozen when I hear about a game like this. Like to me, it has to show me within the trailer something that no other zombie game is doing. Like when I seen Dying Light, I seen the parkour and I was like, okay,
let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Like it like it stood so far apart from like DayZ or Left 4 Dead or something like that. It was like there's zombies, there's hordes of them, but they attack you way more differently. It's way more strategic. You have these different types
Back for Blood, that's the name. Thank you, Poison Maniac. Appreciate it. Back for Blood.
Yeah, No More Room in Hell. I could be wrong. Maybe I need to rewatch the trailer, but I just feel like it's a Back for Blood.
Just another one.
Can you replay the trailer real quick and maybe I'm wrong?
All right. Let's give it one more go. One more game.
If I'm wrong, I'm happy to be wrong.
I'm interested. There's probably music, so I'm not going to play the sound. Is that a priest zombie giving a sermon? I wonder if there's any choir boy zombies as well.
So it seems a little bit more intimate, that's for sure. That's a good
yeah, that specific section. Then there's this one on the bridge, This one's not so much, right?
Yeah, not so much. And see,
now it looks like just another one.
And this is the part that kind of like confused me because I'm not sure like how intimate versus
bombastic
Back for Blood it's gonna be. Because Back for Blood even kind of gave you kind of an intimate feel when you first seen the game, where it's gonna be like you and this person that you pick. And then once they started throwing out the card system, I was like, all right, no. But then you play the game and you're like, oh, this isn't intimate at all. This is just us running around fucking fighting for our lives. Right? Very, very Left 4 Dead-ish, which isn't bad. It's kind of a sequel off of it anyways, right? But like I just don't want to play another game that's trying to be that.
Yeah.
Simple enough, right?
Simple enough. Back for Blood was horrible from the devs of that microtransactions evolved game. Valve carried Left 4 Dead, in my opinion. Yeah. All right. So next we have Torn Banner Studios provided a look at it. Oh, sorry. I swear, IGN, sort this out. I don't like the way this is displayed. I think it should be the title.
Title should
the
be there, and then the trailer.
Oh my god.
Right.
Anyways, Arc Riders, Embark Studios has provided an update to its upcoming free-to-play shooter Arc Riders. Another one. I feel like we should get DJ Khaled. Another one.
And going ahead and take a peek at the trailer. I tell you what, if there's an ad before it, I wouldn't bother.
I don't think there's an ad.
There's not, because it's so worthless.
Yeah, I think like I saw complaints for the ad. I think the ad were for like if you watch the full video.
That's it.
Of Gamescom.
That's it. That was it.
What?
That's it. That's pretty much it right there.
I don't understand.
What is happening?
What the hell is this?
Can you turn on the sound? Is there music?
I'm guessing.
But even more to gain. Where do we go from here? You've told us nothing of this place.
Yeah, you're just playing the trailer again. This is the second run. You told us nothing. That was about on par as that trailer could have been. It's just saying that you told us nothing.
Yeah. Stop right there. You told us nothing. Arc Raiders
out next year. Like, okay, this is as good as showing Concord with the burger bouncing around. Like, think about the Concord. Think about Concord. It even has the same like color thing on the side, like Concord, right? Like,
yeah.
Like, just think about that for a second. Think about like what we've seen of Concord at the PlayStation Showcase last year and what we're getting today. Would we have put those two together?
No.
So that's what I'm saying about this trailer. This trailer is a nothing burger. It's like if somebody spent a ton of money to show this off at the Gamescom, which I know they did.
It's a waste of money.
That was a fucking an obscene waste of money. And if this is how studios are using money to show off their games, this is why you're dying.
Damn.
Like, just think of Concord showing the burger. Like, think about that wasted ass fucking advertisement. You showed nothing of the game. You showed that, and it amounted to nothing when you showed the actual game. And in fact, the game, whether it does well or not, it sure wasn't based off of the first reveal you gave it.
Yeah.
If anything, the first reveal kind of set it up to be not great. Now everybody knew it as a burger game for a year.
The falling burger game. That's what it was.
This, for the next year, I know nothing, just like they said.
Me personally, I know nothing and I care nothing about this. So moving on. Infinity Nikki gets a new trailer. Ham, just looking at this picture, I'd like to just skip this.
Yeah.
All right. Next,
I'm right
Path
there
of
with you.
Exile.
I'm sorry to anybody watching that's like, yo, that's a bang. Sorry.
Speaking of people being offended that we didn't rate a banger. Curie says, "What? Life is Strange is amazing." Sorry, we don't feel that way. We don't.
I'm sure it's an amazing story, but I'm just the way that it kind of plays, like it's just not up my alley.
I like the way it plays because I've actually beaten most of the like Telltale games. I like that story, like vibe, or the way the gameplay is. I like it, but there's nothing about Life is Strange that is attractive to me. So, like, no, I'm not going to play that. Next, we had Path of Exile 2's early access release set for November. I heard Path of Exile 1 is an amazing game. I gave it a go. It bounced off very quickly. So I don't really care about Path of Exile 2, Ham. You're muted, but okay.
No, I said I don't really care about this game that much. It's just a more difficult version of Diablo, and Diablo is difficult enough for me. I'm good.
All right. Next, we had Warhammer 40K Space Marine releases new trailer at ONL. So for me, I'm at the phase with Warhammer with that I was at with Hellblade. After like 3 trailers of Hellblade, I was good. And yeah, I'm good. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Did these guys just put Skill Up's review? Oh my lord. Ham.
What's up?
We need to address some blasphemy.
Okay, what's that?
We're looking at the latest trailer of Warhammer 40K. And you know how games like to post like who said about their game, like, oh, Games Radar said this, IGN said this, Screen Rant said this, etc., etc. Warhammer, the first one that popped up is Skill Up, the YouTuber. No offense to Skill Up, right? No shade to Skill Up, but he's the one who shows up first, saying absolutely rules. Cool. And then we have IGN. I have a problem with that. I think IGN should come first, and then whoever else you want to put there.
What? Oh, whatever.
Am I nuts?
I don't care about this, Loke. Move on.
I think it's
IGN
nuts.
could be fucking last for all I care on the
You're
screen.
You're a hater.
Why are you thinking glass half empty, Loke? Why don't you think half full and be like, we're saving the best for last?
IGN goes first. Not
trash. I mean,
Vic
IGN is whatever, but I'm just saying, like, you coat riding, like they like are still giving you dollars is crazy.
I'm objective, man. That's why I praise Game Pass. I'm not getting dollar bills from Xbox when I praise Game Pass and I say that it is an essential service for anyone that calls himself a quote unquote gamer. I'm not receiving a single dime from Xbox.
Whatever.
It just is what it is.
Whatever. Don't try to throw in that.
I just did. I just chucked that grenade right there in the middle of the room.
I kicked it out the way.
Sure. Vic, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in, Vic. Anyways, Ham, I was saying I'm tired of seeing trailers for Warhammer. I know it's a day one for me. It's just whatever.
Right.
You agree?
Yeah.
All right. So we're just leaving this trailer. It's no shade to Warhammer. We just know it's going to be a banger. What are we doing? Just looking at it all over again. Next, Dune Awakening gets first gameplay trailer.
That game looks hot.
If you ever wanted to have your own personal experience on the sandy planet of Arrakis, Dune Awakening will scratch that itch. Is no one editing? Oh my lord. Itch, not it.
That's why IGN got named second. They can't fucking do basic fucking editing.
You got jokes. Okay. This upcoming third-person game will allow players to forge their own path from a prisoner to a bigwig based on the choices they make. Dune Awakening is out early next year. Just PC? What does it look like?
No, that's Little Nightmares, bro. Or not Little Nightmares, but that's a different game.
Shit, this is so. There's no video for Dune Awakening,
which is nuts because they showed a ton.
Hold on, let me click on this link here.
Don't forget to share that screen if you see it.
The link goes to another article that doesn't have video.
That's silly.
And then it goes to a third article that has video, but now I just want to see if it's actual gameplay or...
It should be. Because like during the actual Gamescom thing, they talked about that game and had gameplay in it. But
why are we
it's not...
I
mean, I'd like to talk about it, but if you can't find it, I'm not trying to force.
I found it. What the what? The video doesn't play. Oh my lord. What are we doing, IGN? No, I need to do this while you're watching. Otherwise you'll think I'm just capping. Let me share the screen. Hold on. So this is an article that says Dune Awakening is looking supremely cool as it was written, blah, 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 right? So this is where the video is supposed to be. Let me reload this page so you can see what just happened to me. So this, right? Looks like the video is starting, right? Looks like it's starting. And then done. That's all she wrote.
That's wild. There you go. IGN's pretty cool, look.
Goodness.
They're hooking you up for being
anyways,
high-ranking member.
Anyways, Dune Awakening.
Dune.
I pronounce it June.
Well, that's wrong. It's Dune.
Sure. Moving on. Reanimal is the next project from the creators of Little Nightmares. I like the Little Nightmares games. I think I actually got the platinum, the 100% for the first one, if I'm not mistaken. The second one was a bit harder, but the first one I think I got a 100%. I beat it like 5 or 6 times. This looks nice.
This looks like an eventually, if I got time kind of game.
Yeah. For me, it's not a day one, but I'll definitely play it within like a year of release. This is in the backlog, but on like the top of the pile for the backlog. Oh, dude, this looks very nice.
It does. It looks really good.
And
but it just doesn't look like something I'm running out to need to play right away. It's just, I don't know. It's just not.
Oh, probably going to just get it on PC. All right, Reanimal is the next one. Genshin Impact arrives on Xbox. We already spoke about this on the video. Next, Capcom shows off a gorgeous new trailer for Monster Hunter Rise. I'd like to skip this because we've seen like 3 of these.
I know. I've heard enough about that game.
All right, next, Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves is out April 24th. What is this?
Oh, the fighting game?
Yeah, but this is a new one, right? Or is it just like a remaster or something?
Not sure exactly on that
one. It's a new game. This is a new game. Yeah, it's a new game.
I'm not into fighters like that, so I can't tell you.
Yeah, and it's 2D, so K-Mega is probably going to have a blast with this.
I mean, they got some thick characters in there. I know that.
I don't know, dog. Like, I might have to buy this game. What?
Why you immediately full screen it after you seen what I done seen?
Because I am a red-blooded man. That is why. What? I don't remember Fatal Fury being this good. Oh my goodness. Be still my beating heart.
All right, man. Can you quit? Can you close your mouth? You look like a trout.
Yeah, guys, pre-order Fatal Fury, City of Wolves. What? This is going in the backlog. I'm just saying, this is going in the backlog. What were we doing? Yes, next game. Monument. Even Netflix has its own announcement at Gamescom, with the streaming giant revealing that it obtained the exclusive rights to Monument Valley 3. The third entry will be released on December 10th. Additionally, Netflix confirmed the first two Monument Valley games will arrive for its subscribers with Monument Valley. Okay, cool. Next, Mecha Break. Latest gameplay trailer is all about gameplay. Ham, have you given Mecha Break a go? Is Ham still there? Or did he leave? Okay, Ham left. All right. What did you say? I love it, Rachie. The assets they used in this game. I know, right? Assets. The polygons count. That they do. The nature of the game. Anyways, Mecha Break. This is the always online multiplayer mech game. Yeah, I'd rather just play Armored Core for me. Nothing against the game. It looks really really fun. A lot of people like it, but as everyone
PvP.
yeah, as everyone here knows, I'm not a PvP guy. I like my campaigns. I like my stories and whatever. So
all right.
Next, Firaxis reveals first look at gameplay of Civilization 7. See, this is more my. See, now we're talking. What just happened to my screen? Okay, I want to get copyright struck. Let's mute the music. We just Civilization. Yeah. I like Civ games. Civilization games. Really, if you've played one, you've played all of them. It's like Age of Empires. And I hope that doesn't offend any Civ fans, right? It's like there'll be one or two little changes or iterations, but essentially it's just a better skin than the previous one. So it's just another Civ game. I'm definitely down for this one. When's this coming out? February 11th. Nice. Okay. I need something that's it. I'm happy that it's out there. I don't want any more games for this year. This year is packed. I'm good. Anyways, Ham, Civ, you down?
Probably not. It doesn't look bad. It looks pretty fun. Just I'm more into. I'm more into
Yes,
like
yes.
city skyline.
Okay, I got you. You want to manage the city, but without the whole warring factions and expansion situation.
Right.
You want to do it on your own time in peace.
I just want to have a good time. Yeah.
All right.
I just want to have a good time, or I shouldn't say a good time because I guess both of them is a good time. I just want to have a relaxing time without worry, other than me personally fucking something up. Like you fuck something up in those games.
Yeah, you don't want to be building your nice little city and then you just got nuked.
Yeah, that doesn't sound great.
You don't want that. All right, it's fair enough.
I'll deal with a tornado, but not a nuclear bomb.
Yeah. I like games like Civ, but I also do like games like City Skylines and whatever that are more chill. There's a balance to be had. Next, Starfield is getting a vehicle, making planet exploration a lot more enjoyable. Shattered Space expansion is out September 30th. We already spoke about this, right, Ham?
Yeah, we spoke on the vehicle quite a bit. We didn't speak on the Shattered Space DLC, which supposedly they talked about today during Gamescom. I am excited to look into that and to be able to talk more about it on Friday's show for Bullshit. And so I don't really have a whole lot to say other than it's coming out on the 30th, and I hope they do more than just give us just the DLC and the update. Like, I hope there's some like quality of life updates as well to the game. Like maybe adding, more to the map, seeing that we can traverse them so much more easier. Like I'd like to be able to get into a car fight with somebody else because somebody else has a car, or drive away from them, or get chased by them, or just something like that.
Or you chase them.
Or me chase them, yeah. So
you want them to add stuff. I would like for them to remove all those load screens. That would be nice.
That's not happening. It's a Bethesda game. It's just gonna be.
Never know him. You never know.
It's just there.
Next, Marvel Rivals is out this December.
Make peace with it.
What?
I said make peace with it.
Oh God, this guy. Marvel Rivals is out this December. We've already seen the gameplay. Am I interested in Marvel Rivals?
Nope. Not even slightly.
Me neither. Could not give a crap. Prime Video announces secret level and original series focusing on indies, new projects, and classic games. What?
Dude, what is happening to your screen?
Dude.
Like shaking. That thing's having a heart attack.
I'm getting hacked or some shit. I don't know. Sifu, nice. Streaming service.
So can you expand that so I can see it better?
Can you slow it down when you're not watching on thingy? On
just
on
click
YouTube?
on it to take it straight to take you straight to YouTube, and then
there's no option for YouTube, yeah.
Here, I'll do it.
All right. Did I see LeBron?
Probably.
There, Ham. He's on the screen.
Okay, yeah, there he is.
Kratos in a city. I'm going to be watching the hell out of this series, and I cannot
He looks
wait.
like that motherfucker from Spider-Man 2.
Craven.
Yeah, you look like fucking Craven.
If Spider-Man faced Kratos, who wins, Ham?
If Spider-Man faced Kratos, that'd be fucking awful. Sure?
What?
That'd be awful for Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, bro.
Nah.
Spider-Man. Nah. I'm not talking about Miles Morales. I'm talking about Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know. I said no.
You're still taking Kratos.
I'm taking him if he's a god, then yes, I'm taking him.
I'm talking peak Kratos in God of War 3.
Then yes, he's taking Spider-Man. He's ripping those fucking webs off of him and fucking tearing them apart.
Richie says Abby versus Kratos.
This man can fall out of the sky.
Who, Kratos?
Yeah. I'm always this dude can fall out of the sky while we are always jumping off of cliffs with Spider-Man just to see him die in video games and stuff like that.
I don't know, man. Spider-Man is pretty tough.
Sure.
Like,
don't
he's not
let
a god.
Kratos grab a hold of him. Because he's not punching him. He's tearing him in half.
All right, fine. Abby versus Kratos.
Oh, man, that might be Abby.
Let's go.
She hit
Next.
him with them pecs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, knock him out of the fucking box, man. I don't think Kratos had much of a chance.
Yeah, not against Abby. Next,
What's a goon
Towerborn
to a
arrives.
goblin, you know?
Pretty much. Next, Towerborn arrives on Steam Early Access next month. I don't care about Towerborn. Ham?
Kind of embarrassing for Xbox, but what's new?
What you mean it's embarrassing for Xbox? What's the
Because
problem?
they were touting this game for the longest time, and in early access, Xbox doesn't even get it. So it's for Steam.
Is this an Xbox game though?
No, but it's supposed to be like Xbox exclusive this, exclusive, yada yada yada. But
Oh,
we all know what that means. So.
Damn.
It's not really
next. Next, Age of Mythology Retold, out next month, available on Game Pass at release. Wow. Didn't know it was available on Game Pass.
For you, and I'm gonna be quiet.
Again, if you've ever played Age of Mythology, this is just the same, just way better graphics. That's all it is, because they haven't released an Age of Mythology in years. If I'm not mistaken, 10 plus. It's over a decade since the last one came out. So that's all it really is. Just graphics update, quality of life, little tweaks, but it's the same engine. And I'm interested, definitely interested. I won't be playing it on Xbox though. This is definitely like a PC game, and PC Game Pass does not work in my region, even though I pay Ultimate for it. Next, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 gets gameplay teaser, still on track to release next year. And this is the ultra-realistic medieval knight game. I saw the first one. It had lots of support. People enjoyed it. I never got into it. I'm thinking about trying this one. What are your thoughts on?
I'd have to see other people play it. I'd rather watch you check it out and then go based off of that thought. I'm not really.
Okay. I should probably, I think I should look into investing into like a capture card or whatever, because on console I can reliably play more games, whereas on PC, although my graphics card it's decent, I don't think it'll be able to run a lot of these games at least 30. I'm not sure. But yeah. This one looks like something I'd like to dabble in. Yeah, I don't want to miss out on the FOMO at the beginning. Next, Batman Arkham Shadow. Oh, this is the VR Batman game.
I'm all set.
Next, Little Nightmares 3 gets a new trailer. What? So the guys that made Little Nightmares are making Reanimal, and they're also making Little Nightmares 3 at the same time.
Oh no, Loke, it's gonna be terrible, right? 2 games at the same time. No way.
That's a callback. That's a callback to an episode that we had where I essentially said that I'm worried that a specific developer was working on 2 or 3 games. The Mafia developer, if I'm not mistaken, the Mafia developer was working on 2 or 3 games at the same time. So right off the bat, Ham, it's the same publisher, but it's different teams. If you check the it's different teams working on the games. So safe. I'm interested in Little Nightmares 3. I can't wait to play it. I probably won't 100% it like I did with the first one, but I'll definitely play it, probably beat it. Ham, Little Nightmares 3?
Wait, I thought it said from the same people that brought you Little Nightmares 1 and 2. So the same people that brought you Little Nightmares 1 and 2 are not working on Little Nightmares 3?
They are working on Little Nightmares 3.
Then are they not working on Reanimal?
Reanimal, they're both publishers. Wait, hold on. Let me go. Here we go. The developers behind the first 2 Little Nightmares games announced this its next project. Reanimal is the new horror, blah 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 blah. All right, so let's go to the beginning. Our adventure game where brother and sister Joel have to escape, blah blah blah. From the creators of Little Nightmares 1 and 2, Tarsier Studios. Right, so that's the team behind this.
Okay, is that not the same team that's behind?
I don't think so. Hold on.
So it's made by somebody else, like I was saying.
Hold on, maybe I'm wrong. Here we go. This one's super massive game. So the casting of Frank Stone and Dark Pictures anthology director are not the only projects keeping Supermassive Games busy, as the studio behind Until Dawn is also working on Little Nightmares 3, taking over development duties that were previously assigned to Little Nightmares creators Tarsier Studios. There we go. So it's not the same guys. Yeah, it's not the same guys. Little Nightmares 3 does not have a release date yet, but Supermassive. So I'm worried. If it's not the same guys.
So if it's the same people, they're working on too much. If it's
I'm waiting.
Not the same people. It's just all bad. It's just all bad.
No. I'm going to wait for Little Nightmares 3. Like Reanimal, I'm definitely going to play as soon as I can. Little Nightmares 3, I'm going to wait to see what people say, especially the people that are fans of the series.
Damn,
I'm worried.
Mo ain't feeling you right now. He big mad.
Who? Oh shit! My bad. Apologies, Big Mad Mo. Apologies, but like I said earlier on in the show, we're dealing with an audit at the office, and it was a real struggle. Even for me to show up today was a real struggle. So, apologies again. Towerborn filler. Played it. Okay. Anyways, next. Masters of Albion is Fable creator Peter Molyneux's next game. Peter Molyneux and his promises. Ham, did you see this trailer? Are you interested?
I didn't get to see it because I was at physical therapy yesterday. So can you enlarge that?
Okay. Let's look.
It's the maker of Fable, so that's kind of interesting. What kind of game is it supposed to be?
Let me check. God damn it.
Scroll down. There it is.
Work on Fable and Black and White announced his next game, Master of Albion. Okay,
I just seen. No, I'm all set.
Yeah, making sandwiches.
Point and click. I'm all set.
Oof. It's a mobile game. It's a mobile game based on the hit series. Team up with friends and enemies in a 32-player party royale showdown and face through deadly obstacles to prove your skills.
Moving on.
Moving all the way on. Squid Game Unleashed announced by Netflix Games. Netflix continues to capitalize on the success of its South Korean TV series Squid Game, announcing a new video game titled Squid Game Unleashed. We saw a brief look at gameplay, which showed players enduring various lethal games that became signatures of the games played in the TV series. No trailer, sadly. Ham, did you see the trailer for this game?
No.
Okay. Don't really care. Next, Arena Breakout Infinite. What is this? It's a free-to-play extraction shooter. Arena Breakout.
Damn it.
I knew Ham was going to lose it.
Go ahead and enlarge it. Let me see it.
Another one. Free-to-play extraction first-person shooter.
I mean, it looks clean.
Except for all the pausing from my internet.
Yeah, that looks like shit, for sure.
That does not help sell the game. We're not trying to sell games here, though. I'm just putting that out there.
It looks interesting. Is it co-op or is it PvP?
It's an extraction shooter, so it's definitely PvP.
No, it doesn't mean it's a PvP just because it's an extraction shooter.
No, I'm saying, okay, it might have both modes, I think.
Yeah, it looks like there is some PvP in it, and I'm just Like, I just want to play games with my friends. I'm not trying to sweat and be an athlete. Like, that's the kind of game I'm looking for. Like that's why I like the first Descent, even though it has its flaws. But like, I can just sit there and just play with friends.
First Descendant, right?
First Descendant, yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on. We have Unknown 9 Awakening launches this October. So we've already seen gameplay for this game. Now we're just seeing the announcement, October 18th.
Dude,
your
computer's having a fucking heart attack.
Bro, I don't even know what the hell's going on. I think it's my mouse.
And
the mouse, like I think the battery is flat. The mouse has stopped working a couple of times now. Anyways, this one definitely has music. Just to refresh your memory, Ham, this is the game where you have like powers and stuff. What? Don't tell me there's no gameplay in this motherfucker. It's just cutscenes. All right, there's the gameplay.
Oh, hey. That looks
You don't remember this game?
That looks fun. Now I'm interested in this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, I don't remember ever seeing this game.
Really? This thing's been shown off like at two or three other showcases before.
What's it called again?
Unknown 9.
Yeah, no. I want to play that for sure.
All right, so you can take this one for the channel because this one's going straight into my backlog. October 18th. Have at it.
That's soon.
Very soon. Next, Blizzard Entertainment reveals World of Warcraft: The War Within will have early access 2 days. Teases a direct focusing on Warcraft. I don't care.
Yeah, you could skip this and the next one.
Skipping Diablo as well. The first Berserker Kazan will hold a technical
closed going
beta.
You can keep
the closed beta test will be available on PS5 and Series X starting October 11th, concluding on October 20th.
No, but the game does look clean. I'm just not gonna play it. You know, it looks nice. I'll give it that. I'm just giving Loka a hard time because of the Souls thing. You know, get out.
We know. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle gets release date. PS5 version confirmed. We already spoke about this, right, Ham?
Yeah.
Mafia: The Old Country rounds it out. Officially revealed.
Yes, and what a way to do it. Hangar 13 is outside, and they are showing off Mafia in like Sicily or something like that. Like it seems like they're in Italy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like so it seems really like grounded and like brought back to like the beginning of how things started. And I think that's really interesting. And I like to hear that and know that there's a 5 out there, right? Because it seems like they have a beginning point and then whatever you want to call the middle being, you know, Mafia 1, 2, and 3. And then who knows what they do with 5. If it's a sequel to the current one that they're making or something. What I would personally like is them to be making one that's back in Sicily and then bring another one back to America. Or another country, even another country would be fine too. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of get 2 totally different tastes instead of kind of feeling like one's maybe overstaying its welcome. Because I know if Mafia 1, if the original Mafia 1 had a sequel that went into Mafia 2 and it was kind of the same, all the same people, it could have felt like eventually that there was some, you know, like I'm kind of getting, I want to see a new story. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many different mafia families, right?
I
sequel
didn't.
could be good, but I'm just saying, like in specifically Mafia 1, the one I just beat, if they somehow drug that further, it could have overstayed its welcome.
I never really fell in love with the Mafia games the way you did, but I'm not saying they're bad games. I just didn't like fall in love with them. This one specifically is the first Mafia that I'm actually interested in. Knowing or going through a story about how it started, that would be very interesting for me. Big Mad Mo is also going to play Unknown 9, says it's awesome. Did y'all talk about Keely's bias being out in the open and blatant in how he can go F himself? We didn't actually talk about that, Han. Would you like to discuss that? Mafia like a dragon. Nice.
I don't know. I don't have as much disdain as a lot of people do for Jeff Keighley. Like, people are like, he's a snob, and I'm like, well, have you met a lot of other people in his position? They're all kind of snobs. There's a lot of people at those levels that are kind of snobs, right? Where they talk to a lot of different people, they put on a face for TV, but in reality, they're not the best people to be around. And there's a ton of people that smile on your face in TV and suck to be around. I'm sure there are.
Like as soon as the camera's off,
yeah, he's just like, everybody get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I don't really care about him in that sense at all. Like, it doesn't personally bother me if he's not friendly or whatnot. I don't care about that. Also, like, I guess a lot of people are feeling like he is really hyped about PlayStation kind of getting Xbox games and whatnot, and maybe he is, because at the end of the day, we're all just fans. And we all have our team that we root for, right? You can be like, man, fuck that announcer, fuck Kirk Herbstreit. He used to play for Ohio State. Of course, he's going to be rooting for him, calling the national championship. And it's like, yeah, because he's a football fan, and every fan has a favorite. And it just is what it is. I mean, if you don't like it, that's fine. That is fine. But like, he doesn't like make me not want to watch his show, because he's like the only motherfucker doing it.
Pretty much, he owns the whole gig.
I don't like every announcer for WWE, but if they got entertaining content, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
it's just kind of how it is. I don't have to love Jerry the King Lawler. I don't have to love Jerry the King Lawler at all. In fact, I was not a big fan of him unless he was talking about the puppies. But I
like Jerry.
I was a big Jim Ross fan.
Oh yeah, Jim Ross was
the man. Jerry the King Lawler, I thought was a little over the top, and I didn't really always love him. The only time I liked him is when like he had beef, like when somebody would like try to like step up to him while he was announcing, and he'd have to let him know. Like, I liked him in those moments, but some of the other times I just thought he was really cheesy. But he had a purpose for being there. He was the cheese that the WWF needed back then, or WWE, however you want to call it, right? Yeah. While Jim Lawler was pretty much like the college expert, right? Jerry was more or less like the guy that played the game. You know how like every basketball game, there's always like the player and then the college guy.
Yeah, Reggie Miller or Isaiah Thomas or whatever. Yeah, gotcha. For me, the announcer I didn't like was what's his face, Jonathan Coachman. Oh,
yeah, Coachman.
He's doing. Oh, he was terrible.
He was a really good heel.
Yeah.
He's easily hateable.
I hated his
easily hateable.
Yeah.
He knew that though, right?
Yeah,
and I feel like Keely knows it too.
You think he's playing a role and he's not being genuine?
Oh, I for sure think. I mean, everybody out here, like even like the most centered person between these consoles and whatnot. If you favor PlayStation a little bit, whenever Xbox slips up, there's a smirk. There might not be a big party going on, but there's like a little. I knew it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's always that. There's always the mama in the corner that said, "I told you so."
Yeah.
Right. There's always going to be that. So like,
just a little bit.
It doesn't bother me personally about any of this stuff where it's like, oh, this person likes this thing better than that. I mean, it's kind of on the job of the company to garner their love. It's not for the person to appease the people.
Yeah. Big Medmo, we did watch the interview. You can rewind later, but yes, we did watch the interview, and
we watched it live here.
And
it was a lot of nothing. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It was a lot of nothing, and he stood on business when he said that more games are going to be going to other places. So,
yeah,
that's the interview in a nutshell for you. Like, more games are going to be going to other places, and they're trying to figure out how. What I heard pretty much is they're trying to figure out how to capture more viewers by using other people's platforms. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, time to whip out the lube or the Vaseline. All right, just so it can hurt less. Anyways, to end the show, Ham, Black Myth Wukong. This thing.
Killing it.
Right now, as we speak, it's at 1.8 million players playing it right now. And the peak was 2.358 million.
Yeah.
That's the highest.
Look at that user score. That's amazing.
From 200,000 people, you have a 97% score.
Now, I don't care if people say, people from China playing it. A lot of people from China. Like, I don't care. A good game's a good game, right? If there's a bunch of people in China and the game sucked, nobody would be playing it. Like if a good game's a good game.
It's not the first Chinese game to come out, Ham. It's not the first Chinese game. It's not.
No, it's not the first Chinese game of this month.
So cope, see, and mold. Yeah, cope, see, then mold to anyone that's using that as a narrative. But go ahead.
Although I'm not looking to play this game until it comes out on sale, just because I'm not into this. I'm taking kind of a step back from the genre. I shouldn't say I'm not really into it because that's a lie. I'm currently not playing too much of that type of genre right now. I'm playing other stuff, but the game looks fucking amazing. It looks really good. It looks like a lot of like a big challenge and whatnot. And
there's 80 bosses.
There's what?
There are 80 bosses in Black Myth Wukong.
There you go.
Repeated ones so far from the people that have gone deep into it. No repeated bosses, no repeated like patterns, nothing. And they're all unique.
Yeah. Like I said, the game looks good. It should be at the Game Awards, like I said, in the nominees. I think it will be. They did their thing and they made a great game and it came out and it looks good. So I'm surprised that it got this popular. Like I think it'd be foolish for anybody to say I've seen this coming, because nobody did that. Nobody sees those kind of numbers coming. But it is
I mentioned it.
Extremely impressive,
remember.
And I'm just hoping that this trend continues. I'm hoping that this trend continues with games, right? Where they just show up and they're good and that they're, well made. And they, I more or less just want people to quit bitching and just play. Just play games, man. Like, not every game is made for you. I see that this game wasn't made for me to get at launch. I'm not saying it's trash. I'm not saying,
not for me right now.
It didn't include me enough. I said, hey, I'm tired of developers doing this, but I can't do anything about that. So it's just like, if you don't like it, you don't want to play it, then don't play it and stop wasting your time talking about it. I'm talking about it only because we got a gaming channel. That's the only reason I'm talking about it right now. Because we got a gaming channel. But what I'm not going to do is, I don't want to play it right now, so this game is shit and nobody should play it.
Settle down, Richie. Yeah. That's not the right way to go about it.
No, it looks great. It's just, I don't know. It didn't warm me up.
Yeah. I plan on playing this before my trip. I have a trip planned for Friday.
I'm so happy that all these games are coming out, Lo. You got Space Marine coming out. You got this game coming out. You got games that's going in the backlog. Please continue to distract this man because he is not 100%ing Elden Ring. He is not going to do it.
You are a menace, Ham. You are a menace.
He's not going to do it.
I can't believe you're actually rooting for it. Oh my god.
Yes,
I didn't think about that angle. I didn't think about that angle. I never thought about. You know what? Fuck Black Myth Wukong. I'm going to play Elden Ring. I'm going back to Elden Ring, and now that I'm traveling, right, I'm going to be free from Cyberpunk because I only have Cyberpunk.
Come on, Cyberpunk, keep pushing them.
No, I only have the Cyberpunk on Xbox. So as soon as I leave for my flight, I can't take the Xbox. So I'm taking just my PC, and that's where I have Elden Ring. So I'm going to focus on Elden Ring. I'm going to power through Elden Ring the next week or two.
Come up quick enough. Football Manager, come on back. Distract.
This guy. Let's
get up out of here, though.
AAA girly game. Yeah. Nikki looks good if people want to buy it. Xbox goes everywhere. Not in Africa, or not in Mozambique, not yet. Right? Anyways, let's hop on out of here. But before we go, I just want to second what Ham put out there. Well done to Black Myth Wukong. Before this thing came out, I did say on the channel that it would do numbers, but I'm not going to cap here and say that I assumed it would do these numbers. I thought it would sell like, I don't know, 10 million copies, maybe 100,000 concurrent people, maybe 200 at best.
Like a fucking Helldivers, right? Like Helldivers.
Yeah, I was thinking Helldivers level. And for a single player game, man, 200,000 is still crazy.
Yeah, 100%.
Even for a single player game, 200,000 is insane. 2 million. Yeah, I have no words. Congratulations. I'm going to try and preload this as early as I can, and play a little bit before I have to go on my trip on Friday. But yeah, it looks like a banger.
Man, you're setting me up for 2 good months in a row, December and January. Black Myth going as the Game Award nominee, and then you not finishing Elden Ring. It's going to be 2 lovely beginnings.
That's the thing. It's not about finishing Elden Ring. It's not about finishing it. I've now committed to 100%ing it.
Yeah, and you haven't even beat it yet. This is great.
I am in trouble. A post from Loke months from now. To all the haters that said I couldn't do it, you were right. Honestly, good call.
Get his ass. Let him know, Donnie.
Yo.
Came with the hot fire.
All right. It's cool. Rachie, people are voting with their wallet. They use. Okay. All right. Well, Monday. We'll talk about the political side on Monday. Anyways, before we hop on up out of here, please, for anyone that's still here, please smash that like button, share it out. You can still watch this, or other people can still watch this after it's live, and then get a feel for the channel, and then maybe they can join us tomorrow when Ham plays college football, and then Friday we have bull sitting where it's going to be me, Ham, Cozy Beluga, Mad Likes Games, Men Till 9 Hour, and a special guest. Hopefully, it's going to be Cult Classic Cage for this coming Friday. Cult Classic Cage is next Friday. This coming Friday is Sergeant Sentinel.
Let's go.
I was actually confirming the times for him, and so far so good. Anyways, we have shows on TSWS almost every single day. If I'm not mistaken, it's just Saturdays and Sundays that we don't have live shows or live streams. So please make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Ham, do you want to plug anything before we leave?
Yeah, I am going to be streaming college football tomorrow. It might be a little earlier than anticipated because I'm going to be joining Infinite Umbra on his podcast. But I will be having a stream tomorrow of college football. I just am not sure if it's going to be at the 7 o'clock usual time or if I'm going to have to push it back like an hour and a half or something like that just to accommodate his show since I'm going to be guesting on it. But regardless, I will be playing some college football tomorrow. We got 2 more teams to go verse, and we're going to make it happen.
Okay. Shout out to the chat today. You guys were insane. You guys were really insane. Thank you so much for coming through. Today it was extra. Retro, Reichi, Mishimiyagi, Yodani, obviously, even though you came for my neck just now, Innate, Poison Maniac, Tae, Sour Blow, who else? The legendary Yobi came in here saying I was looking snazzy with my hat. Thank you so much, Yobi. Who else? Mr. Mike Johnson, Rachie with Super Chats, Vincent Vega, BitCloud Gaming, Cult Classic Cage, Curie Cosmos, Sergeant Sentinel, The Ginner, Jesse B as well. Thank you for coming through. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Oshus, my bad. Oshus and Sunrash. Thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate you guys. And we will see you tomorrow for Ham Solo's stream of college football. Goodbye.